But Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, preparing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money he earned on yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. One ticked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored. Just how much TSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight or sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch on why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals are slow machine. He's snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun is shy, can't to see if hours make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a bike, pretending they're for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react, but isn't act that is a fact, as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and awareness in sight, with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay, and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again. It's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome to DSP Bingo for what is today, Sunday, the 7th of July 2024. I hope you're all doing very well and hope you've had a very enjoyable weekend so far. Big ups to who's popping by the way for becoming a bingo baddie once more. Cheers for that, pal. Welcome to the bingo baddies and all that jazz. I'll need to try and remember to add your name later on if it's not on there already. You know, like I haven't updated the list since the big massive member bombs from before, you know what I mean? So I don't know if some have expired since then or whatever. Oh, bloody hell. And yes, on Navy Vet for Life is saying there would have been at least 2 free spaces yesterday from Boss alone. Funny you mention free spaces, because we have one for today thanks to yesterday, because the tractor beam got over 100 likes on their stream. And I like how I didn't even have to, like, you know, I didn't even mention anything about free spaces. All I said was I was in the chat and I went and hit, I just kept put, I like the stream. It would be nice if the stream got to 100 likes. That was basically all I said. And Indrid's like, hey, I'm going to see that and I'm going to declare free space for bingo if we get 100 likes or whatever. So I was like, fine, fair enough. You know, there they go. So Indrid whipped everyone into fucking shape and made sure the stream got 100 likes. And so we start off today with a free space, courtesy of the tractor beam, and them getting over 100 likes. So there we go. And there's like, speaking of strange shenanigans, Phil's stream about two and a half hours ago had a massive member bomb, and I can't go up further than this on his live chat. But DSP Gamer was gifted memberships by DSP Reacts, and it's like, why? Did Phil member bomb his own channel 2.5 hours ago? Wasn't Phil asleep 2.5 hours ago? The name of the person that gifted members was DSP Reacts. That's the name of his Reacts channel. So also it could be somebody, it could be an Argentinian style person, you know, with the same, you know, channel name as Phil's React channel. But this is like a 50 member bomb, with all these people getting members and all that shit, you know, and it's like, Phil's not addressed it. I don't even think Phil's aware of it. He's not bothered to, you know, he's certainly not talked about it. So you believe, I mean, and Phil has never done anything like this before. So I think it's safe to say it's an Argentinian style member bomb. And they're trying to pretend it was Phil that done it. But Phil's got now, so if somebody asks Phil about this, he's going to basically have to say, no, that wasn't me. And people then will then realise that Phil is not that generous to his fans after all. So there you go. So yesterday was a strange day for Phil. So he got $113 on a day stream after a very slow start, and $67 on the night stream. And he was quite desperate for money at some point. So much so, he made a song about needing money.
I need money. Everyone in life needs money. And the need ain't funny. If only you didn't need it, then life would be better, but you need money
This last 2 minutes, by the way.
to do anything in life.
He's right at a tier 1 goal.
It really sucks. But that's just the way it works.
And it keeps going.
You're right, I do have a new sprinkler. Hold on. I need money. Money. It's what we need. And it stinks. Money, 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 money. Don't you want some? Too bad I don't have any for you. How dare you even bring up that subject? It's a very tense one, and I don't appreciate it. It's my best remix ever. Money, money, money song. How sad. Need money in life. If only you didn't need it, then you could get a delicious pizza for free. Or maybe a buttering system for pizza. But if I call up Domino's and I say, hey, I've got a carton of eggs, will you send me a pizza? They say, what the hell did you just say to me? You need money to get the pizza. I said, what? But I have rutabagas. I said, I grow rutabagas in my farm. Would you like some rutabagas? And the person says, don't call here again, and they hang up. Money. What you need in life is money. All right. Well, the song's ended, so I can't sing it anymore. All right.
Yeah. So made people endure that yesterday. And I made you endure it, so they fucking go. I like how this is a screen grab here from Wally Wonka, who noticed that Jade in the chat, well, Phil was singing this money song. Saying, money, money, yeah, yeah. Shout to Pixar Animations. Jade is aware of money, money, yeah, yeah. Jade is actually aware of it. He's becoming money, money, yeah, yeah. I just can't fucking believe that. Jade's showing his detractor side. Is this the start of Jade's detractor arc? By only admitting that he consumes detractor content. Oh bloody hell! I couldn't help but fucking laugh at that. And also naturally in between all that as well, Phil had his usual kind of begging. I've not actually seen this clip yet, but DSP Gout on Twitter said it was a major beg. So let's see what Phil's crying and bitching and whining about now.
Guys, remember, if you enjoyed tonight's stream and you like the chill vibes and the fact that I do late night chill streams, please support them. Stardew Valley up to this point has actually been very, very well engaged and supported, and I very much appreciate that. All right.
But
tonight, hopefully we'll have more of the same. Tips are great. 50.
So remember, he had over $100 in a day stream, which is essentially double what he demands every day. He wants $50 per stream. Right? This is the night stream. The day stream got him double what he asks from his audience. And Stardew Valley is usually quite well supported as well, and this is him like just launching the game essentially, just start playing it. But here he is in full on beg mode.
$50 in tips is the goal that I have every stream. If we hit that, I consider it a successful stream. 2 thumbs up, keep it going, right? If we go higher than that, great. Like I said, 2 hats available for Stardew would probably be the straw hat for a farmer or the fisherman's hat, because I fish a lot in the game. Either one would be pretty good, I think. Outside of that, anything is appreciated. Super chats, super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships, or tips. I do understand that quite a lot of people got the fake gifted memberships over the last week. It's nothing I can do about that until YouTube decides to fix it. I do think they're going to undo a lot of those because they outright said publicly that they're aware of the exploit and they're going to just basically cancel the things that are fake.
No, they're fucking not. No, what YouTube fucking said was a ton of people trying to fucking get the YouTube Premium from the Argentinian style VPN switcheroo. So YouTube are clamping down massively on people trying to get YouTube Premium on the cheap. They've not said a goddamn thing about doing anything about memberships. It's only relating to YouTube Premium and people getting YouTube Premium on the cheap for this VPN exploit.
But in the meantime, anything appreciated, all right? So please consider supporting tonight's stream.
Greedy fuck. I like how the clipping code's just him taking a sip, and then it ends. So there you go, fellas. Started off Stardew with a major beg, and then he fucking sang a money song. You may be wondering why Phil's begging profusely for money, and it's because Phil's latest spending on WWE Champions has gotten crazy. Phil is #1 ranked in the world right now for WWE Champions. Down from the rafters, has over 10.5 million points. Phil has spent $2,429 if he did not get the Sammy card. If he did get the Sammy card, he spent $1,894. Now, you know me, I always go with a low number in case I get accused of overinflating figures. We don't know if Phil got the Sammy card or not yet. Time may tell whether that has actually been the case or not. But the fact of the matter is, this is the absolute bare minimum Phil has spent. The bare minimum money Phil has spent on this weekend event is almost $2,000. So, which is just mind-blowing number. Bear that in mind. Next time he fucking cries about not being able to afford, you know, to get a fucking new dishwasher or fucking get a new mouse. He needs a new mouse, guys. His old mouse is 10 years old. It's fucking dying a death. Can he afford it? Nah, he can't afford it for some reason. But he can afford to spend almost $2 fucking grand this weekend on WWE Champions. He has a serious fucking problem. And it's like, I would feel sorry for him if it was something that, you know, but he is not to be pitied. He's been called out for having this addiction. He's been called out for having this problem, and yet he doesn't want to tackle it. And this is, he instead just fucking dives further deeper into this fucking dark hole of his addiction, of his own volition, of his own choice. People tell him fucking stop it, and he's like, no, you're wrong, it's not me. And it's clear as fuck to him. It's clear as goddamn day. This is him spending ridiculous amounts of fucking money on a fucking mobile wrestling JPEG game. Bloody hell. Phil's not live yet, no. So, but in case you're wondering, in the last 30 days, Phil Burnell has a 100% win ratio. That is what the big bucks will get you. That is what the big money will get you. Pay to win. It's just unbelievable. 17,843 battles of all time. This month, in the last 30 days, he's had 1,546 battles. In 30 days. Over 1,500 battles. And he's won every single one of them. It's just, he has a huge problem. He has a huge problem. Bloody hell. Anyway, so yeah, that's Phil's latest expenditure in that game. Let's make sure. Let's make sure TJ's not posted another update. No, that was the most recent update. Okay, cool. Good, and big ups to TJ, of course, you know, for constantly posting his updates. So I appreciate his efforts in tracking this stuff and then calculating it for us. And yeah, as I said, Phil got like $180 yesterday in tips with these two combined. Actually, is it $180? It is actually, I think, $180. So there you go. Look at me, quick math. So yeah, despite having a day where he got a lot more money than he would request for a bare minimum, he's still in full on, oh guys, I need money mode. So let me pause this. I'm going to pause Phil's shitey live stream so we don't start straight away, so we can build up ample amounts of speed up juice. I'll just pause right fucking there we can go. And let me go to 1.25, cool stuff, and then we got a video to watch before we start. Josh Prime Gaming, who is known for making Elden Ring content, has decided to pick apart DSP's bullshit narrative again. And it just says pro gamer, and you know, in quotes, DSP gets pummeled by the Scadutree avatar. That fucking strange word. Scadutree avatar. So there you go. Guy of long has asked me an important question. Was I dinner? I've no had dinner yet. I'm no et yet. But when I do get it after the bingo, it'll be chicken. So there you go. So cool stuff. Anyway. So yeah, Josh Prime Gaming has decided to pick apart Phil's narrative once more and debunk some of the claims that Phil makes during these Elden Ring playthroughs. So let's see what Josh has got to say this time.
Oh, FromSoft, great, amazing. Can I suck Miyazaki's balls some more today, please? Yes, please put your testicles right in my mouth. As you can see, when he attacks, it causes frame drops and lag. Boring. It's gonna be a boring fight because I can't use my counterattack at all. It is so boring, man. This is so... Dude, I don't know how to do this. It's so boring.
What's up, everybody? Today we'll be taking a look at DSP completely rage against the Shadow Tree avatar, and I called him a pro gamer in the title, and what I mean by pro is that he does this for a living. Don't get me wrong, he's not good whatsoever. He's been playing the DLC with the Asmongold build, which is basically just block using a great shield, refuse to learn the patterns of any enemy whatsoever, and then just cheese the game that way. And with that corny build, he's been able to steamroll through most of the bosses, but now that he has just a little bit of resistance, he's absolutely losing his mind. Just to give you a little bit of reference, this is how his fight went against the Putrescent Knight.
That's it? Wow.
So as you guys saw, there's absolutely zero attempt to avoid damage by dodging or learning the patterns of the boss. It's just you mindlessly hold L1 and then you press R2 when the boss hits you. So yeah, it was working for him for some time, but then he found a little bit of resistance in the shape of the Shadow Tree avatar, and then he started bitching and moaning. Check this out.
The problems with this boss is, as you can see when he attacks, it causes frame drops and lag. So when it's attacking, I can never actively do what I want to do after the attack.
Frame drops and lag? Really? That's your best excuse, DSP? Or is it that you found an enemy that finally you will not be able to beat by mindlessly just holding L1 and pressing R2 occasionally? You're actually going to have to use your reflexes and dodge. So the first excuse was the frame drops and lag. Let's see what he comes up with next.
I'm trying to block counterattack, block heal. It won't. It frame drops during the boss. It's really dumb. Counterattack doesn't even work in this fight. I can't hit him ever with the counterattack. I don't want to do, like, just fucking kill me. I'll do it again. It's so dumb. Boring. It's gonna be a boring ass fight because I can't use my counterattack at all because he always moves away after he attacks, so I can never counterattack. All I'm gonna have to do is run into the body and just punch him in the legs. It's gonna be boring as shit. It's gonna be a really boring fight. I can't use my fucking ability. How much of it is the third phase? This can't be it. So I gotta get so good at not being hit by these insanely huge attacks, which take insane amounts of health. This is going to suck ass, this fight, man. It's so boring. What happened? I think I stunned it, but I couldn't tell. I'm pretty sure I stunned it, but I couldn't tell. I couldn't see. This is the worst boss of the DLC in my opinion.
I mean, he did stun it, but then he just stood there like a moron waiting for I don't know what. And to say it's the worst boss, that's definitely wrong. The worst boss is Commander Garius, without a shadow of a doubt. That hitbox on the charge attack is such garbage. He is definitely the worst boss. The Shadow Tree Avatar, I think, is a really decent boss. But I guess since DSP is not able to use his Brain Dead Monkey build, then he doesn't like it.
It's super boring.
Jesus, man, that's fucking brutal. Yeah, I'm not going to play the whole video because obviously, I mean, I'd feel kind of bad doing that for Josh. You want to check out the rest of the video? That's like half the video done. You want to see what else Josh Prime Gaming has got to say about DSP and his Elden Ring antics, then the link is in the chat for you guys to check it out at your own pleasure later on. But that's the video. I just want to share some of the video for you guys right now. So there you go. Make sure you check it out later on. Anyway, let's focus on bingo, shall we? Because bingo is what we're here for. So I need a bingo number for today's game. And oh yeah, instant gratification was a center square. Oh, I can barely fit. Yeah. Right, the first number in chat I saw was from Tacozilla. It said 9001. Instant gratification is a center square today. I remember I set that on Friday, during Friday's bingo. I can't mind who suggested it, but somebody said instant gratification might be a good square to have. So we're giving that a trial run today. So hopefully it can come up good for us. So let's just randomise the bingo background here. Thank you very much. There we go. And then let's type in numbers that Tacozilla suggested, 9001. Enter, and there we go. This is the bingo card we have for today's fun and games. We need Phil to say admittedly, him mocking his chat, him repeating the same point constantly, him saying wow, and him touching his ear. The second row is Phil saying interesting, I would argue, Twitter or X, and is what it is, and him slapping a leg. The third row is Phil saying engagement, him burping, him saying instant gratification, him saying variety and interactive. The fourth row is Phil saying basically, him getting at least $15+ in tips, him flailing his arms, him touching his face, and him saying behind the scenes. And the fifth and final row is Phil saying goal, you guys, actually, his voice cracking, and finally him saying update. That's the bingo card we have for today. Brian wants me to take a center square for spending fucking $2.5 grand on a mobile game to a #1 temporarily. Nah, I mean tempting, but nah. Mind you, we have one free space already thanks to the tractor beam and them getting 100 likes yesterday. So there we go, ready? We're already starting off the game with one free space locked in already. There's multiple ways we can get more free spaces off our bingo card, you see, for you. And we need Phil to do the following. If Phil burps or snorts 10 times, or says boss 10 times before he starts recording for his shitey react content, that gives us a free space. And if we get 100 likes on this bingo stream before I finish playing bingo, not only will that give us a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes. So you guys are in direct control of one of the ways you can get a free space. The rest are controlled by Phil and his absolutely bizarre bodily functions, as well as him saying boss a whole bunch. Of course, the aim of the game, as you guys may know by now, is for us to try and get a full house 25 out of 25 on the bingo card you see before you on the screen. And if we manage to do that, we'll add $25 to the bingo prize fund, which is currently sitting at 250 buckaroos. At the end of the month, we're going to have a marble race to determine who gets to take home half of that bingo prize fund, because the other half goes to charity. And if we manage to, if you want to get, let me just fucking start again. If you want to have a chance of winning half of that bingo prize fund, when we have a marble race at the end of the month, you've got to make sure you've got a comment on a community post, which is linked in the description of this live stream. So yeah, if you want a chance of winning half of that bingo prize fund, community post, links in the description. Put a comment, do it for the end of the month, so you don't have a chance of winning half of that bingo prize fund at the end of the month when we have that marble race to pick a winner. So there you go. I think I've covered all the bases and everything else. I think the only thing left for me to do is just to press the random Scottish soundboard button to send us off into battle once more.
Shut your hole.
I guess on that note, it's time bingo. Good luck everybody, here we go. He's not even having he's got a long intro. He's not even doing a short intro. Guess I'll just fast forward past and what the fuck. I went too far. Okay, well, good luck everybody. Fuck me, it was a interesting short.
Good morning, everyone. It is Sunday, and you know what that means. Sunday is React Day. across all of my channels.
Who fucking
I'm DSP.
cares?
Welcome to the show. It is the 7th of July, 2024. And today is a very laid back, chill day. And what I mean by that is after having several days, stressful content, Street Fighter 6 battling it out in the master rankings with M. Bison, Elden Ring taking on some of the biggest dungeons and toughest bosses in the DLC. Today, to sit back, relax, and have a nice React day where I just watch other content and kind of have a good time with the audience, you know? And that's a good thing to have that variety. Instead of being reliant solely on gameplay every single day, I actually have really enjoyed having these full React days on Sundays. Now, the other night, someone asked a question. They said, will you ever bring back gameplay on Sundays? You know, all of last year, you made Sundays about DSP versus the internet, but then you would still do gameplay at night. This year now, it seems like you've really adopted this schedule of DSP versus the internet on DSP Reacts, and then the retro React streams on DSP Throwback all day Sunday. So will that maintain or will that ever change? Well, the answer is quite simple. It's really up to you guys. Right now, the way we're doing it, it works. You know, people are enjoying the React content. They're engaging with it. They're supporting it. As long as that stays, I don't see the reason to change the schedule. Particularly with the retro React streams that we're doing on Sunday nights, I like the fact that I have such a body of work that we can go back and we can pull different kinds of gameplay content from my past, and in 1 month we can do 3 different genres of games, right? I mean, just think of all the retro React stuff we've done so far. Dark Souls 1, Red Dead Redemption 1, Heavy Rain, Bully, excuse me, The Walking Dead Season 1, Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games, Rise of Nightmares. Just there, I mean, that is a crazy variety of stuff, and that doesn't even really scratch the surface of the amount of content that I put out back in the day, pre-direct capture, because that's the whole idea of the Throwback channel, is to take those classic playthroughs that I did from 2008 all the way through early 2013 and to make them accessible to a modern audience, whether upscaling them, increasing the frame rate, making them longer than 10 minutes each, instead 30-plus minute clips, titling them properly, proper thumbnails, making it easy to watch in a row, and actually not turn your stomach because the visuals and audio are so awful, right? To get missing playthroughs back on the internet that have been gone for years and years. And of course, in the case of Retro React, to look back at the past and to say, man, that was a very different time. In some cases, we can laugh at how funny the stuff was back then. In other cases, we can cringe at how bad the commentary was, right? But either way, it's a great thing to do when I have such an insane body of work. So many videos out over the course of my 16-year run on YouTube and continuing, that a lot of these old goodies have been forgotten, right? Who remembered Rise of Nightmares until all of a sudden we started thinking about Connect games and it popped into mind. So that's the point I'm making is there's definitely great stuff to be found in my past, but we just got to find and access it, right? So that's why I've loved doing these full React days. So unless, let's say, the well dries up, let's say we get bored with doing this kind of retro React stuff, then I would probably do it less. I don't think I would completely like abolish doing it, but maybe we would do it way less and maybe do it once every other week, once a month, and then do gameplay Sunday nights. The thing is right now, as you see, we're
Local chip shop tip £1. Jad has these DSP SMS dialed down. Big ups for the lanky wee Jacobite. Enjoy, fellow detractors. Bask in the philisms.
Thank you very much, the local chip shop, for saying I have these DSP-isms dialed down. Text-to-speech doesn't understand what an ism is. I like how the name of that tipper local chip shop, it just makes me think of Steve the Dead and what he posted, like, before Bingo started. No wonder King Jad VCMP has been getting down the gym recently. This must be like 6 million calories. Someone deep fried a fucking Colin the Caterpillar chocolate cake. So, and naturally my response to that was, you know, if we can deep fry it, we'll try it. Which is a Scottish way, in my opinion, you know. If we can deep fry it, we'll try it. But yeah, that's a scene local chip shop. Yeah, it kind of reminds me of that particular interaction I had on Twitter with Steve there. There we go. But thank you very much, local chip shop, for the tip.
And maybe do it once every other week, once a month, and then do gameplay Sunday nights. The thing is, right now, as you see, we're fine with the gameplay. It's not like, oh, man, Phil, you're behind on 20 playthroughs and all of that. Not at all. And
kind of are. You're behind on Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. You got Sea of Stars as well. You're not finished Fallout yet. The Fallout 4 replay as well. You know, okay, it's not 20 games you're behind on, but there's definitely a handful of games that you've not completed yet that you seem not willing to go back to complete.
in fact, we're in the midst of one of the slowest gaming summers that we're going to see in the modern era. Almost no big games coming out during the summertime at all. First real high-profile game comes out in about a month and a half. So it definitely gives us ample time to do these kind of React days and not have a problem with the schedule. And FYI, with the throwback stuff, okay? Right now, what we have on deck is Fallout 3's playthrough will finish within the next 1 to 2 weeks. And once it's done, then we're going to start up missing content. So the unfinished Dante's Inferno playthrough, maybe a little bit of Kung Fu Panda, some travel vlogs that have been missing from the internet for a while. Perhaps the raw footage of Red Dead Redemption Online that got deleted along with the channel that was later turned into the Suicide Kings playthrough, right? That kind of stuff can all be made available now in the interim until we figure out what's the next big full playthrough that we want to do and restore on DSP Throwback, okay? As for the Retro React streams themselves, we're going to continue with Dark Souls 1 at least this week, and then tonight we're going to see if people want it another week. I'd be down to actually finish it because I believe we're at like part 30-something, and the playthrough is only like 60 parts. So we're more than halfway through, and if we do 2 to 3 more streams of it, we will finish the original Dark Souls 1 run. Remember, I rage quit the game. I didn't finish it. So we could actually finish that during the time frame when I'm playing Elden Ring's DLC, which, by the way, also looks like it will conclude within the next probably week and a half to 2 weeks. So it makes sense to kind of do those simultaneously when people are thinking about them, right? Then after that, at the end of July, we want to bring back Mario and Sonic at the 2012 Olympic Games to coincide with the real-life Olympic Games that will be taking place in Paris at the same time. So how cool will that be to have video game Olympics going on with the real Olympics, right? Other ideas people have had to go back and re-explore my times when I went into PlayStation Home. Does anyone even remember PlayStation Home? Maybe not. But those are some unique runs where it was their attempt, Sony's attempt, to do like a social network kind of deal on PlayStation 3. And it evolved over the years that PS3 existed. You know, I think I went back maybe 3-4 times over a course of like 4 or 5 years to see each time how they changed it. They added new things and stuff. So that would be pretty neat to go back and kind of re-experience that together, you know, on these live streams. So, yeah, I think that's a good idea. And then after that, we'll probably think about what's another cool playthrough from the past. And people have been coming up with interesting ideas that I'm sure we'll be discussing soon. So, see what I mean? Like the Throwback channel, we have lots of content. We know what we're doing with it. It's just a matter of, do people still want it? And as long as the answer is, yeah, I'll come by Sunday night and chill and hang out and support and enjoy it, then I see no reason why to not keep doing those Retro React streams on Sundays. Okay? So, yeah, today, very exciting. And I hope that you guys will hang out with me all day long for fun React content. Here, of course, we have a chill podcast. And today, just FYI, there is absolutely no real major topic of discussion on today's podcast. So because of that, what I would like to do today with the live audience, I would like to brainstorm and finally solidify our idea for DSP's DSP 2020.
Oh, fuck off. He has absolutely nothing to talk about, so he's going to fucking just sit there and wait for his dumbass and deadhead audience to fucking give him ideas of things to fucking do. And I can tell you exactly what's going to fucking happen. Oh, he's going to fucking maybe play a couple of games, and he's going to have some alcohol, he's going to eat some fucking food, and he's going to have a tier maker, and then that'll be it. Same old shit. But everything in his thumbnail, absolutely everything in his thumbnail, from last year's event, by the way, is a complete clickbait lie. Fella's not going to be outside, he's not going to be grilling anything, he's not going to be around other people that seem to not mind his fucking company. No whatsoever. Everything about this thumbnail, fellas, this is a lie. Everything in the thumbnail is an absolute fucking lie.
24. You don't know what that means. It's a digital summer party. I would like to lock in what we're doing for that marathon so that we know when it is, what we're doing, and we can start to promote it and heavily, talk about it to get people excited for it. I've not done a marathon since late May, which was the Indies Marathon, which led to us playing interesting indie games like Stardew Valley, right? So I definitely want to finish this up, this planning stage. So maybe that's what we're going to do today because there's really nothing else going on. There's like no game news today. I don't really have many updates on playthroughs. We will very briefly recap yesterday, but for the most part, yeah, pretty a straightforward show where we're just going to hang out and interact and have a good time today on the show. Then when this podcast ends, we're all going to head over to DSP Reacts for DSP versus the Internet. This is my weekly Clips React show where the channel members over there have submitted clips. I believe this week we have, I want to say, like around roughly 25 clips, if not more, to go through. As you know, Ultra members we watch first, guaranteed, and then it's the standard members are put into a randomized order. And we'll see how it goes. Usually it's a great time, good variety of stuff. After that, tonight on the late stream, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time, it is the Retro React stream to Dark Souls 1 continuing over on DSP Throwback. And I'm almost positive, that we are coming to the moment, the epic memeable moment, where I said that I was finally getting the hang of the game, and then I immediately walked right off a cliff and died. It was so hilarious. Anyway.
It fucking wasn't he? I mean, I feel quite certain you fucking done that on purpose. Hoping it would go fucking viral, and you get made fun of it. But that's essentially, nah. No one thinks of, when people think of DSP gaming, they don't fucking think of, oh, he walked off that cliff one time in fucking Dark Souls. No, when people think of DSP gaming, they think of things like the guy that begs a lot. They think of things like the guy that fucking wanked online. They think of the things like, oh, the guy that went bankrupt or whatever. They think of all other sorts of memes related to you. Oh, that lol cow who does this, or that lol cow who does that. And they never seem to think, oh, that guy. I've never seen somebody think of Phil Burnell and go, oh, is that the guy that walked off a cliff in Dark Souls? Never happened.
What's funny is people were like, you scripted that, right? No, I did not. Absolutely, I did not. Anyway. So I'm excited for all of this. I hope that you are too. Should be a nice, relaxing day. Listen, if none of what I just described is your cup of tea, then come back tomorrow. Tomorrow we got more gameplay. We've got a Street Fighter 6 major stream where I'm going to be playing M. Bison in Master Rank all day long. So, around 3 hours of Master Rank gameplay. I'm sure it'll be stressful, but hopefully I'll be able to hang and continue to climb the ranks of Master.
Oh yeah, I was convinced that Phil was going to rage quit playing Bison in ranked mode. I was wrong. So we don't get a free space for that, unfortunately. But remember on Friday I tried to predict that he was going to rage quit Bison. Turns out he's not going to because he really enjoys playing with Bison. And he's scared that Capcom are going to nerf him. And he'll have to relearn how to play him. Well, if that happens, every single player will be in the same boat as you are. If Bison gets nerfed, everyone will have to relearn it at the same time.
On Tuesday, we've got more Elden Ring. And Tuesday night, we've got the return of Stardew again. I'm off on Wednesday, but then Thursday, we have more Street Fighter and then Riven Remastered returning. So, yeah, we've got good gameplay coming up. I understand the reacting isn't for everyone, and that's totally fine if it's not. But, I like to break this stuff up once a week for variety purposes. Okay? Excuse me. My allergies are bothering me, as I'm sure you've been able to tell over the last couple of weeks. We are in the midst of a big heat wave here in Washington State of the United States. Basically, every single day, it is 90-plus degrees weather here. And I have the air conditioners on maximum pumping in order to keep the house cool. We have to have them on overnight to maintain that cool, which is actually rare. Even in the hottest days, we usually could turn them off at night, but I have to leave them on or else the ambient temperature of the house goes way up. So, yeah, it's been pretty hot. It's going to be 90-something every day for 4 more straight days. Then it goes down to a nice, relaxing 85 degrees instead of 90-something. So, yeah, pretty crazy right now, the heat that we are getting, okay? So, anyway. Okay. So, let's now jump quickly into a little bit of discussion about yesterday's streams, because I have a couple things to say about them.
Oh, please say boss a lot. Please say boss a lot.
Then we're going to start talking about the digital summer party, plan that out, and then we'll just see what you guys want to do for the rest of the show. Fair enough? Okay, so, yesterday, 2 streams. It was Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree, and Stardew Valley. Shadow of the Erdtree was a pretty interesting stream yesterday, after having tackled 2 major areas of the Shadow Keep from 2 different directions, and essentially fighting 2 different end bosses. I went into the 3rd part of the dungeon. I mean, this is probably the craziest legacy dungeon that they've ever done. 3 different entry points, 3 different ways to go, and 3 different bosses. I don't think they've ever done that before from Soft, have they? Not to my knowledge. So it was pretty wild to be exploring this dungeon from these different directions. And finally ascending the entire Shadow Keep, all these things I had seen from a different direction I didn't get to previously. Finally climbing all the way, finding the alternate entrance so we can go out to the west for the next part of the story. But then finally the big epic boss fight against Messmer. Okay, now, here's what I have to say about this, because there's definitely a mixed opinion about this, okay? With this DLC, Shadow of the Erdtree, that is, for some reason, don't ask me why, because I don't know, I didn't make the game, FromSoft decided to put some summons as critical story points in boss fights. Okay? When you get to this optional boss fight called Bale the Dragon, there is a guy called Igor who you've been running into over the course of this DLC, who is a major part of the story of Bale the Dragon. The game wants you to summon Igor for the fight. He has critical story dialogue, and then after the fight, it ends his quest line and you get lore and items. So they want you to do this if you're interested in the lore of the game. I am. I want to experience the story and the lore of the game if I can, okay? It just so happens that these days, because I'm a live streamer, I get information about the story and lore. Because if you try to figure this stuff out for yourself, a lot of the times you're just scratching your head. I don't know what I was supposed to do for the next part or whatever. But so many people play these games now on the internet and they all share, okay, this is how you do it. You got to go here first, you talk to this person, you do this, right? So for the Bale the Dragon fight, I summoned Igor. It's part of the story, right? For the Messmer boss fight, part of the story is to summon the Horn Scent. It's actually part of the lore of Shadow of the Erdtree. In summation, okay? Basically, the story of Shadow of the Erdtree is No one's good. Every side is wrong. But I mean, that's par for the course for FromSoft, right? Like everyone's imperfect, everyone's out for themselves. So there's one group who are doing horrible things to another group, and then that group attacked the other group, but then instead of only trying to go for justice, then they overdid it, and they've been oppressing that group for a long time. So basically, everyone's at each other's throats. Hornsent is part of the group of people who basically has been oppressed by Mesmer and his Inquisition for a long time. So the story is you want to summon Hornsent so he can get his revenge on Mesmer, and this completes his quest line. Or actually, I think it just continues the quest line. I don't think it ends yet. I think it actually is going to keep going on. So anyway, that's just in general the story. I don't want to spoil everything for you. You can still play it and enjoy it for yourself. I just wanted to give you a general summation to understand that's why the game wants you to summon this particular character for the boss fight. Okay, so I get to Mesmer, and the first thing I'm trying to figure out is how do I summon this guy? Because there's multiple summon symbols on the floor. I'm like, what? So I go to do one. Oh no, that's another optional summon for a character from another quest line. That doesn't even make sense that it ties into this one. I'm like, why is that summon there? So immediately I'm like, well, I did the wrong thing. I don't want to fight the boss like this. I wanted to do it with the correct quest line. So I just let Mesmer kill me. I was like, go ahead, just kill me. I'll start over. I'll try to summon the right one. So right off the bat, all right, it's a pain because to get to the summon symbol and summon the Hornsent for the story, Mesmer's on your ass. Like he's flying across the screen with a giant attack, and he doesn't give you a second to breathe. So you got to try to get to the summon the guy, get out of the way. If you got hit, heal quickly while Mesmer is still chasing you and trying to hit you, and then basically you can initiate the boss fight. Okay? Now, after a few tries of me even attempting to do this to figure out how I can do it, I finally got it going. All right? Now, I'm not going to entirely spoil the Mesmer boss fight. Everyone knows that Mesmer the Impaler was in this DLC. But to put it lightly, all right? He's not necessarily a tough boss. He's a boss that literally all his attacks keep filling the screen with effects. Like every attack has a giant flaming arc, a crazy snake is coming out. So because of this, you're overwhelmed visually. Like you're visually overstimulated during the boss fight. And because of that, it's very hard to figure out what's going on the screen. Should I be dodging? Can I attack now? You can't read his attacks because they're all over giant screen-filling attacks every time that he does something. Okay? Now, after you fight him a few times, you start to figure out his patterns. And you figure out, okay, this is what's safe, this is what's not. Whenever he does this attack, if you roll through or he misses, you can then counterattack and stuff like that. So, in reality, I don't actually think Mesmer is that tough of a boss. I just think that for some people, it's going to be very hard to track what he does and learn the fight because it's so visually stimulating. Okay? So I'm fighting him, and, you know, maybe I want to say, all right, maybe 20 minutes. Maybe longer than that. I didn't time it, okay? I didn't count the runs. I certainly died a bunch. Again, to even figure out how to get that summon off without losing, like, all my health was actually challenging. But basically, once I got into it, all right, I figured how to get through the first phase pretty easily. Phase 2 is a little tougher because he has an attack, but he's just on you constantly. But once you get away from that attack, here's the thing. My build is double hammer build now, which is different. Again, I changed it again. Everyone complained about guard counter build. Oh, guard counter build's too good. You have to change your build. Okay, so I'll go with a double hammer build then, since you guys want me to change it, right? So I changed it again. I mean, this is only the 4th time. First it was a magic build, then it was the anvil build, then it was the guard counter shield build, and now it's a double hammer build. You know, 4
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
4 different changes already because people keep complaining. So you see the pattern. Here's the pattern. It doesn't matter what build I use. As long as I'm winning, people complain. Because there's certain people who only come to my streams to see me fail because they don't like me. They think it's funny that someone they don't like fails. Well, they don't like the fact that I'm succeeding in the Elden Ring DLC. Just like they don't like the fact that right now in Street Fighter 6, I'm actually doing well with Bison at the master level. So they're all pissy and upset. Well,
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
well, tough shit, kiss my ass, get used to it. All right? The days of me being uneducated and going in and sucking at games, if you haven't noticed, aren't very common anymore, right? I mean, Street Fighter 6, I did really well for that whole first year. I'm getting even better at it, right? Elden Ring. Listen, the first run was kind of rough, but I've replayed the game. I got good at it. I learned how to play it. I learned different builds. I go into the DLC, I'm switching builds constantly, and I'm still succeeding. So what did you expect would happen? Did I be playing like a noob? No, stupid. I played every Elden Ring, iteration. I played every fucking FromSoft game. I'm playing spin-off games like Lies of P and Another Crab's Treasure, and I'm doing really well at them. So what the hell did you think would happen in this? You have to be an idiot to think that I was going to suck at Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree, okay?
Phil, most of the complaints these days don't fucking come about your ability in the fucking game. It's usually about your fucking attitude and personality while you're playing these fucking games. You have a sense of entitlement to think that fucking games owe you a particular fucking thing when you're playing them. Like you're meant to fucking just get through these fucking games by playing it in the fucking most asinine, cheesiest way fucking possible. It's like Josh playing game said earlier on, you have very fucking bare bones, basic bitch tactics where you're fucking just holding one button constantly while occasionally pressing another button to try and get through a boss battle. tanking fucking hits all the fucking time, not trying to fucking dodge or anything. You're playing the game like some sort of fucking scrub. Like, we're not trying to fucking say you won't complete Elden Ring DLC, you'll fucking face tank your way and cheese your way through the fucking game. But that doesn't mean you're fucking not entitled to be criticised for some of the things you're doing wrong in the game, and then especially when you're complaining about particular aspects of the fucking game for why you're not succeeding at that point in time. When you fail at a point in the game, like a boss battle or whatever, and you come up with some sort of bizarre excuse to try and, you know, cope your way through that fucking reason why you lost, that is when you fucking earn the criticism you fucking do. It's not when you fucking just go, ah shit, I screwed up, here I go again, let me try again. So, everyone's gonna fucking die a few times to some of these fucking bosses, it's fucking natural. But most fucking players, especially most streamers, will fucking go, oh, I went and did this thing wrong, I did that thing wrong, and they'll fucking try and learn from the mistakes and change up their tactics or whatever. Not Phil though, it's like, oh, the game dropped inputs, oh, the game lagged, oh, there's invincibility frames or whatever, and all sorts of bizarre sorts of fucking excuses that he has. This is why he attracts the criticism that he gets for these fucking things.
So anyway, yeah, so basically, I beat Mesmer in 20 minutes. So immediately, the narrative is, oh, you cheated, you summoned. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Hold on a second. First of all, let's talk about the summon. To actually get the summon, all right, is actually quite tough. Because you have to get to the summon him, get out of the way, not die, and heal before you can even engage the boss fight, instead of just engaging the boss fight. So actually getting the summon to go is a little challenging to begin with. It's like a little mini thing to figure out how do I time this, right? Once the Hornsent is in the Mesmer boss fight, he doesn't do anything. He just kind of stands there and distracts him a couple times. So yes, admittedly, you'll get maybe one breather, maybe two, because that guy is there. But it's not like you're doing an Ash summon where the guy comes in and does all the fucking work, right? Does all the damage. This is not the Mimic tier coming in here and kicking the boss's ass. Right? That's absolutely ludicrous. At most, you get one or two openings to get a single extra hit in.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Thank you very much to Eric Newton for the super chat, who says, my issue with his build is he didn't fail over and over again. He looked everything up and didn't even try it on his own. He did nothing on his own. That's a pretty solid point. Phil rarely tries to, well, you've got to remember, Phil lacks imagination and creativity to fucking come up with things on his own. So he needs to fucking look up the best possible fucking methods and tactics. It's the same with Street Fighter 6. M. Bison came out, Baby Phil can do something creative with one of his favourite fucking characters. Nah. He's got to watch top players play the fucking game and watch their tech and study their tech and copy their fucking tech. It's impossible for Phil to try and come up with his own fucking strategies or fucking, you know, combos or whatever. No. He's got to look up. You know, he's basically got to fucking piggyback and leech off the fucking abilities and talents of other people and then try and fucking pass off his own fucking successes. Even when it comes to his fucking boring ass streams and content, look what he's got fucking prepared for later on. He's going to have a dance, try and come up with ideas to try and make his big summertime bash a success. It's not Phil Burnell trying to shoot off ideas and all that shit. No. It's going to be the audience coming up with things and Phil either saying yes, we can do that, or no, we can't.
That's it. The rest of the fight, you're head up fighting Mesmer. So why was I able to finish Mesmer so quickly? Because of my build. My build is double hammer slam. I can usually hit him once, twice, then I take a hit or dodge. 3, 4, he's done. Now, one more hit, I'm already into phase 2.
Sounds like a very cheese tactic, Phil. It doesn't sound very entertaining for a viewer. This would be different, Phil, if you're playing the game for yourself. But the fact of the matter is, you're meant to be trying to entertain an audience, and if you're trying to cheese as much as possible in this game, most people will not find that entertaining and engaging from an audience's point of view. Unless you're specifically unless your stream was titled trying to find the cheesiest ways possible to win the game, then nah, the audience aren't going to be entertained.
It's my build that's the reason that I'm beating this guy so easily, okay? It has nothing to do with, oh, I summoned the guy and the entire fight was soloed by the fucking summon. That's the dumbest thing I've ever fucking heard. If that were the case, I definitely wouldn't have done that. I don't want the entire boss to be beaten by somebody else, right? But it's critical for the story. And again, I didn't make the DLC. FromSoft did. If you have an issue with them putting critical story behind a summon in a boss fight, just like they did with Igor in the Bale boss fight, go write them. Go on social media and complain. Write them emails, write them letters, post on their forums, and leave the players alone. We didn't make the fucking game. We just play it. I want to see the story, so I'm going to use the element to see the fucking story of the DLC that I paid for. All right? And by the way, there's nothing wrong with using a summon like this at all. There's nothing wrong with any build in this game right now at all. This is the absolute last hurrah for Elden Ring. They've outright said there's no more after this. So enjoy it however you want. You know, it's very possible people might want me to go back later, maybe not soon, but maybe in a year or two, and say, hey, can you replay Shadow of the Erdtree, but do this cool, unique build that's very challenging? And I might do it. Why not? I like variety, and I like going back to these games. I actually really enjoyed my second run of Elden Ring. So there you go. High's Darkness says, and you know, it's more than just story. You're getting weapons and armor from the quest too. Exactly. When you complete these story quests, you're getting unique stuff out of doing them. You're getting lore off of those items. So you're intended to do it if you care about the story. There's a lot of people who won't, and I just challenge myself to the utmost. I must absolutely fight every boss, deprived, level 1 or level 0 weapons. I'm not going to do any Skadoo upgrades. I'm not going to do any of that. That's the other funny part too. So I think I'm at Skadoo level like 15, all right? And people are like, oh, you're so overpowered. Dude, it's the upgrade system they put in the fucking DLC. You don't understand, it was designed this way. If you're not using the Skadoo upgrades, you are ignoring the new mechanics of the DLC they're intending you to use to win. So why would you do that again unless you're a crazy challenge runner, right?
Fuck you, Phil.
So, the truth is, there is no valid criticism of people fighting the boss using valid mechanics. All right. Now, if I had gone into the boss and immediately I had Mimic Tier Ash summon, and I just stood back and watched my Mimic Tier beat the shit out of him and I did absolutely nothing, that's a little different. That's not the case. I fought the boss. It's legit. All right. It's just, okay, the summon distracted him twice during the fight. And? Like, I wasn't going to be able to fucking...
Hold on. I've been putting off looking for thumbnails so far, but I feel that's a good one to potentially go for.
Okay, the summon distracted him twice during the fight. And?
Wait for it. Wait for the little bug eyes head pop. Wait, Jesus Christ. Oh, I love how it's like a little face jiggle as well. Jiggle for this. Oh, there we go for that. Oh, I guess a bit more body there. What the fuck? So body. There we go. Such a smug ass fucking face. Right, okay. I think I'll go with this one. The strange little lean forward head jiggle. So I think we'll go for this and we'll see how it looks, shall we? So we got that, we go here, and we have the website right here, ready to go. You might, I need to come up with thumbnails for tomorrow, so this is me thumbnail hunting, and that's a good start. I must say it's a good robust start to the thumbnail hunting. I'll just send that to my members in the members Discord so they can enjoy that to their heart's content. Fan-dabby-dozy. Oh, Phil's got a poll running in his chat. When should the Digital Summit Party take place? Saturday, July 27th or Saturday, August the 23rd?
Who fucking cares?
Let me just close that sumbitch poll. There we go. Who fucking cares? I love how apparently it's a non-binding poll. He's trying to get some sort of feedback from his current stream chat, but I guess Phil told his audience that he's not going to be setting this in stone based on the current stream chat's vote. So there we go. By the way, we're doing quite well for free spaces so far. Remember, we started off the bingo stream with one free space because of the tractor beam getting 100 likes yesterday. We have 2 free spaces for bosses, and we're 1 snort away from another free space there as well. So the free spaces are coming thick and fast so far. We're doing great for that.
Like I wasn't going to be able to fucking beat him otherwise. Oh no, I would have had to roll 1 extra time and heal. Oh no, right? Like it's some huge deal. It's not. So anyway, I beat Mesmer relatively quickly compared to other people who sat there and apparently spent hours trying to beat him. Again, it all depends on your build. If you had a build that was a more challenging build to beat him and it took you forever, I don't think anyone's going to stand here and make fun of you or criticize you. Hey, that's your build. Look at what was happening with my magic build at the beginning of this DLC. I couldn't kill anything. I couldn't even kill normal enemies. The magic build was doing like no damage to anybody. So I had to change it, right? I had to basically adjust so that I could use elements from the DLC to my advantage to succeed. If you're playing this game like it's still base Elden Ring, you are going to fail and have a really hard time.
Well, I don't quite agree with your logic because, so using Phil's logic, nobody in Street Fighter 6 does anything wrong. Because the people playing Street Fighter 6, Phil's opponents in Street Fighter 6, are using things that are given to them in a game. Phil's logic breaks down here because he complains and bitches and whines and moans about the way people play Street Fighter 6 and why he always gets his arse kicked by people in that fucking game. Because apparently they're playing the game the wrong way. They're not playing the game in the true spirit of how fucking Street Fighter should be played. But the people playing the game are literally playing the game with the mechanics and controls and everything that the game gave to them to play, to learn, to use and everything else. So Phil's failure to adapt in Street Fighter 6 is all down to him when people are just fucking using what the game has given them in Street Fighter 6. But here he's fucking saying it's perfectly fine for him to have cheese builds or whatever because he's basically using what the game has given him. Phil's arguments and logic here break down based on whatever game he's fucking playing, because in Elden Ring it's perfectly fine for him to fucking use what the game gave him, fair enough, but then that means it's perfectly fine for everyone else to fucking use what Street Fighter 6 gave them in that fucking game, and yet Phil says it's wrong and his opponents are playing the game wrong, they got lucky, they didn't deserve to win, Phil didn't deserve to lose, and all that bullshit narrative.
If you play it and embrace all the new weapons and systems of this DLC, you will succeed, which is what I'm doing. And that's why I'm doing so well. Okay? So anyway, made short work of Mesmer. Alright? And a lot of people that were upset, well, too fucking bad. Sorry that it's easy. It was easy for me because of my build. If you don't like that build yourself. And then you can enjoy it too. I don't know what else to say. Alright, so then after that, we continued on. I did a really cool optional quest line involving the fingers. So if you had any questions about what are those fingers that all the Empyreans have attachment to in the base game? What are all those finger hand monsters in the world? There's no answers for that in the original Elden Ring. There's an entire optional quest line in this game that explains the whole thing. And I did it, and it has multiple boss fights, really cool stuff, and really good rewards at the end as well. So I did it. I basically finished it, and I was really happy. I was like, wow, I actually really enjoyed that quest line because it explains everything. Is it a good explanation? That's kind of silly. It's kind of a silly explanation, and I'll be honest, it's kind of the same cop-out explanation that FromSoft has used for almost everything in all of their games at this point. Okay? But it's funny to see them go back to the well for like the 4th time with the same explanation again. But it was entertaining, to say the least. And now I have a giant new weapon, a giant finger. Yes, I have a giant finger that I smash things with. So basically, I'm a big hand that just crushes bugs on the screen. That's basically who I am now. Okay? And that's going to be cool. I didn't get to use it yet. So when I play again on Tuesday, I'm going to be crushing insects with a giant finger, and that's going to be my gameplay moving forward. All right, pretty neat. So anyway, that was the stream yesterday. Personally, one of my favorite Elden Ring streams of the entire DLC. I felt like everything we did was worthwhile.
Plus, you got over $100, so there you go.
We had major progress in the story, multiple different ways, right? Multiple areas unlocked. Really enjoyed the finger plot line and getting answers about what the fingers were in the lore and everything. That was really cool. So the only people who didn't like it were loser idiots who want to see me suffer. That's it. I want to see Phil suffer. I don't understand how he's beating everything. So this playthrough sucks. No, you suck. No, really, you suck. Your attitude sucks. Your mindset sucks. You're a miserable, toxic human. Grow the fuck up. Stop being toxic to everyone around you and want everyone else to fail so you can feel good about yourself. Nobody cares about that. No one but you. You're the only loser. Look in the mirror. You, loser, if that's your mentality. Get a better mentality in life. Stop being fucking toxic to everyone around you and wish the worst on everyone. Serious, like, what the fuck is your problem? You know, like, wow.
Why do you take your own fucking advice, you fucking miserable hermit piece of shit, toxic cunt? Fucking, you know, it's just, I mean, I don't think Phil can look in the mirror in his own home because Cat's probably broke them all by now because she fucking destroys everything that seems in that fucking house. Phil is one of the most hateful, spiteful, toxic pieces of shit to exist. As soon as he learned from June the King that he was making an RTU documentary, whatever, Phil's like, I'm going to fucking try and capitalise on that and monetize that and monetize his downfall and glorifying his downfall. Dr. Disrespect drama happened. Phil fucking abandoned all plans for his podcast so he could fucking talk about Dr. Disrespect and bash him and say he's a fucking pointless fucking character, whatever, and fucking glorifying his fucking misery and suffering. He's done it for years and years and years. Phil has fucking danced on the fucking graves of many fucking failed content fucking creators, whatever. The Fine Bros, he had a fucking counter on display showing the fucking subscriber numbers plummeting while the drama was going on. Well, Phil had his own opinion on what the Fine Brothers situation was all those years ago. There are tons of people that Phil has fucking danced on the graves of and glorified dancing on the graves. Machinima, for fuck's sake. The whole reason why he had so much fucking money and success in the fucking first place, when they fucking fell apart, he was happy to fucking dance on their fucking graves. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. Phil, you glorify in the misery and suffering of others. who you think are your rivals or whatever, or you think have wronged you over the fucking years. You're never fucking quick. You're never fucking shy to fucking capitalize on their fucking misery and suffering for your own personal fucking gain.
Oh, grow up. So, yeah, I can't wait for more. We're going to continue on Tuesday, and it's going to be me. I have multiple ways to go. I can either go south down the river. There was an area we had completely skipped. I'll probably do that quickly because we did skip that area, and I want to see what's there. Then we could go to the Abyss. The Abyss is the whole central area of the map that's kind of hidden, but we found it. And apparently everything there is maddened, like has that flame fury madness from the base game in it. And apparently, from what I understand, there's some challenging stuff down there. So we could go down there and explore that. Maybe that would be like the whole stream would be those two things. What we have left is the whole northwestern part of the map, not the bottom, but the upper part that's on these giant plateaus. It's all kinds of buildings, mausoleums, things up there to explore. And that's where the next lore is. They're saying that you use this flame you got from Mesmer when you defeated him to basically burn the darkness that's engulfing the top of the tower from the beginning of the game. Remember, at the beginning you get there and it's blocked by this darkness thorns. So apparently this is how you're going to burn it away, and then you're able to access that, and it seems like that's the final legacy dungeon of the game. So I would say, estimating, if next stream we do the river stuff and then we go to the Abyss and we fully explore the Abyss, right? Maybe that's a stream. And then maybe we got another stream where we're doing the high plateau exploration and we get to wherever you use this flame. Maybe we even enter the final dungeon, right? And then maybe the next stream is the entire final dungeon and
Who fucking
whatever
cares?
the heck is at the end. But from what I'm to understand, it is very, very hard to end that final boss. Everyone seems to be agreeing, at least seems, that the final boss of the Shadow of the Erdtree DLC is the toughest boss FromSoft's ever created. I don't know if that's the case or not, okay? It was funny because when I had my shield build, which is shield and guard countering, immediately people started whining. Now keep in mind, I wasn't even halfway through the DLC yet, and they were like, oh, when he gets to the final boss, he's going to be able to get right through the first phase easily with that build. Oh, no. And what are you complaining about? Who does even say that I was going to have that build at the end of the game, right? You're already complaining. And this is what I mean. This is a toxic mentality of these fucking people on the internet who just...
Phil, you realise that the toxic mentality is essentially your own fucking chat, and your own stream chat, and your own viewers that you're trying to fucking entertain. I assume Phil Burnell is not fucking seeking out to track the videos to fucking see what everyone's saying. I assume he's fucking basically responding to the things he's seen within his own chat, within his own fucking community, and the feedback he's getting directly and immediately from them. So yeah, I'm very tempted. I mean, Phil's not alluded to this. He has somewhat hinted that people on the internet are saying these things and not just his own chat. So I can't tick off him mocking his own chat yet. But it honestly feels like he is criticising his own chat here, because according to Phil Burnell, he does not consume or look at what detractors are saying and doing, even though he seems very well clued up and well versed in what the current detractor talk is all about. Also, this face apparently is a good face to clip, or get a screenshot of, so give me a second here, give me a wee second here to work my magic. And by my magic I mean the website will do it for me, because, that's what it's for. So there we go, 2 seconds, here we go. The angry Phil look. Jesus, what a fucking salty looking prick. Oh, Jesus Christ, Dimmock, that's a fantastic, so Dimmock has shared this. It actually works quite well. That kind of works quite well. Crispy shirt and all. But there you go, that's a Dimmock's attempt there. Fuck. That fucking works too well, in my opinion. That works way too well. But cheers, Dimmock, for that. Anyway, let's get back to the bingo. We're doing very well, as I said, with the bingo card. We have 3 free spaces thanks to the bosses alone. We're 1 snort away from a 4th boss. But 1 snort away from a 4th free space. And we already have a free space as well because of the tractor beams, likes yesterday and all that shit. So basically, we're 1 snort away from our 5th free space.
Demand suffering. So anyway, I don't even have the shield build anymore, but I can go back to it if I need to. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm curious, what it's going to be. I have no idea. So yeah, maybe 3 more streams. Don't know. We're doing 1 on Tuesday, 1 on Friday, probably 1 on Tuesday of next week, and that might actually be like the playthrough. So maybe this week and then all of next week. So basically, we will have beaten this game in about a week and a half, which is actually fine. That's good, because then maybe we'd have about a month to do another playthrough before the big new stuff hits, because it's around August 20th, I think, is Black Myth Wukong. And then basically right after that, there's a whole bunch of games that boom, 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 new games coming out nonstop that people are going to want to see in the schedule. So we'll basically have a month for filler. Like, well, what do we want to do? Well, we have many discussions about this. I know we could do System Shock remake, then we could throw in Mario and the Thousand Year Door remake, bring back a playthrough that I had on suspension. Man, I mean, there's a lot of options of things that we could do. So we'll start talking about this probably over the next week, because once we're seeing the end, you know, when the light is at the end of the tunnel and the game's about to end, we're going to want to have something right on deck so that we can jump right into it again. Okay?
Fuck you, Phil.
Cool. Okay. And then last night in Stardew Valley, just a really awesome chill stream. Lots of progress in the game. I unlocked my first coop, and I've got 4 chickens in there that are growing up. I got a silo to feed those chickens. Tons of crop harvesting. Went further into the mines, and for the whole.
Oh my. Phil's stream poll chat was basically dead split. When should a digital summer party take place? Saturday, July 27th was 50%. Saturday, August 4th was 49%. 158 votes. But 100 of those votes were trolls and detractors. I don't know, I'm waiting for Phil to fucking come up with some excuse.
Second half of the stream, there was a trout fishing competition, which I didn't even know was going to happen. And basically what you do is you just fish for trout for an extended period of time, and you get rewards. You get these reward tickets, and when you trade them in, you get all kinds of stuff. So I ended up getting like a crab pot, which we haven't even used yet. That's kind of neat. It's a unique item. Another sprinkler for my farm, so that was cool. And a bunch of like decorations, upgrades, rare items. I'm like, oh, this is excellent. I'm getting all these items from this event. So now I'll be able to use them next stream on Tuesday night. But you know, I didn't have a chance because we ran out of time last night to really do anything with it. So good stuff. Stardew was chill, fun. Everything was good. So overall, yesterday, great streaming day. Great progress in the games I played. A lot of whining from fucking, you know, peanut gallery people who are just demanding toxic failure, but they didn't get it and they're very upset at that. Oh well, cry me a river and take a boat and ride it down and ride away because I don't care. And
if you don't care, then why the fuck are you actually fucking addressing them multiple times on this boring, shitey podcast of yours? Clearly, you bring it up and talking about it and going on about it constantly and day after day, it clearly is getting to you. So why pretend that it doesn't bother you when it clear as fucking day does? That's just gonna fucking make people fucking just, you know, call you some sort of fucking cheesy fucking shitey player even more. Oh, it doesn't bother him, guys. Like, well, what are we gonna do? It doesn't bother him. Should we stop fucking saying the shit Elden Ring player? Nah, let's just see if I can keep doing it.
very nice. It's good stuff all around. Okay, so rest of the week real brief. Today's React Day, so you already know what's going on today. Tomorrow it is Street Fighter 6 on the day stream, ranked Master Bison matches, and I'm hoping for more progress to get him even higher up in the ranks. No late stream tomorrow night, because tomorrow night I have to film quite a bit of private patron React stuff. Over 2 hours worth. So it's going to be a long night for me filming that and putting it out. But I won't be able to stream tomorrow night. Okay, but that's the only stream this month that should be affected, hopefully. Everything else I should be able to be here consistently. Tuesday will be more Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erdtree DLC, and Stardew Valley. I'm off from streaming on Wednesday. When I return on Thursday, it'll be more Street Fighter 6 and Riven Remastered returning to the rotation. Friday will be more Elden Ring and Street Fighter, and then we'll, you know, play it by ear from there, moving on with the week. Okay? Okay. Good stuff. So, excellent stuff, and that's really all I have to talk about. And actually, WP just says, maybe you should spec into a Great Shield and Spear Poke combo and really piss off the haters, right? Yeah, wasn't it true that there's these spear shields? I found 2 of them in the DLC, and apparently people were like either 1 or 2 double wielding them, and you could literally block and attack at the same time, so you could just endlessly attack and enemies could never hit you. And people were like breaking the entire game with that too. And everyone was like, oh, it's so unfair. I mean, we could also talk about the perfume build that they patched because it was so bad people were beating bosses with 2 hits, you know? But my build is somehow unacceptable and broken. Sure, whatever you say. Anyway.
But remember, guys, it doesn't get to him whatsoever. It doesn't care, apparently. Fucking idiot. I'm going 1.5. This dick's boring me tremendously today. We're behind Phil by about 90 minutes. So let's go 1.5 speed. At time, go.
Ladies and gents, now that we have the opportunity to do it, let's do it. Let's talk about the upcoming event, DSP's Digital Summer Party 2024. All right? So first off, when I do these marathon events, okay, I always do them on weekends, and I usually do them on Saturday because now Sunday are my React days, okay? So if we were going to do this coming up, all right, we would either want to do it on, I would say, Saturday, July 27th, so that would be almost 3 weeks from now, or Saturday, August 3rd, which would be just under a month away from now. Okay, it would be an all-day marathon event, which means there would be no 2 separate streams dedicated to separate content. It would be 1 ongoing stream all day long where I would do a variety of stuff and jump in between it over the course of the day. Okay? Now, in particular, when you look at the games that are coming out around this time period, okay? We've got Black Myth Wukong on August 20th, Concord on August 23rd. Now, I don't know if that's the full release of the demo. I can't remember what they said. Visions of Mana on August 29th, and the rumor is it will be a Game Pass game. Star Wars Outlaws on August 30th, and Quidditch Champions supposedly coming out on September 3rd, which makes no sense. Excuse me, not September 3rd. What am I doing? I'm reading you the wrong dates. I'm sorry. I've completely screwed up. I'm reading completely the wrong dates. I wanted you to read late July, and I read August instead because I'm very stupid. So please forgive me for my mistake. What I meant to say...
You're a stupid bastard, and I don't fucking forgive you. You fucking suck.
Okay. Was at the end of July. Literally, we have no games, all right? Here's the only stuff that's going on in July is Nintendo World Championships on July 18th and that Kunitsugami game on July 19th. Outside of that, there's no other games coming out. So if we have this marathon at the end of July or early August, it literally doesn't affect anything. It's not like, oh, I'll be in the midst of a bunch of brand new game playthroughs, and because of that, doing this event is going to throw us off. And now we're going to be screwed up, right? So we could literally do it.
I genuinely feel like just spamming the who fucking cares button over and over and over again because this is boring as all fucking sin. Guys, I would not blame anyone if they wanted to fucking bail from this fucking boring... I assume it's going to take 20 minutes or so of him just talking and waiting for his chat to give him ideas for his fucking summer event. I kind of half wish I could fucking bail myself. Alas, there is bingo to fucking play. There is something to achieve for us, but this is going to be brutal to endure.
Either week. So, first off,
Who fucking
right?
cares?
What would you guys
cares?
like? Would you like it earlier? Would you like to have this the last weekend of July? Or would you prefer the first weekend of August? And is there a reason why? Let's actually do a brief poll.
Who fucking cares? Who fucking cares?
Yo, Phil.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up!
My biggest fans are idiots. So you guys vote in chat. Let's see what you have to say. Personally, I don't think it matters. Either day is fine. So I'm just curious when you would guys like it better. And is there a reason? Is there a reason why you would want it sooner or later? That's what I would like to know too. Is there a particular reason why you'd want it earlier or later, right? So, what would we be doing that?
People wanted it in the 4th of fucking July. But Phil's like, oh, it's too soon.
Okay, good question. Let's talk about that. First off, a marathon means that we start normal time.
Is he explaining a fucking marathon? Did I just fucking miss him explaining a fucking marathon? Or about to? Fuck me.
That's what I would like to know too. Is there a particular reason why you'd want it earlier or later, right? So, what would we be doing that day? Good question. Let's talk about that. First off, a marathon means that we start normal time and I do my podcast, but then we immediately jump into other content. So here's some of the ideas that I have. Number 1, I just mentioned this Nintendo World Championships game is coming out on July 18th. This is a game that takes a bunch of classic Nintendo games like Mario Brothers, Zelda, I think Donkey Kong, all kinds. I think Kid Icarus is in there too, like all these classics. And what they do is they do challenge runs in the game. They actually design challenge stages and runs from those games. Okay, so beat the stage in a certain amount of time, beat it with a certain amount of lives, get a certain amount of points in a certain time period. It's all based on challenge runs. So the cool thing about that could be we could do a segment where for like an hour or two, I just try to do various challenge runs of the different games, and you guys can vote on if you think I'm going to hit it or not. Right, so it'll be kind of a cool thing, like predict if Phil can do this or not, and we try it. I'm not saying we have to do it all day, but it could be a little segment of the show that, or the segment of that marathon that would work well. Okay.
Who fucking cares?
Another thing that I had as an idea, something we haven't done in a very long time, would be to do a tier maker. All right, and the tier maker would essentially be something summer related, right? So I guess what we could do is try to find a tier maker. It's like, gee, what are good summertime comfort foods? Like barbecue chicken, ribs, mac and cheese, coleslaw, corn on the cob, watermelon. Right, all the things you eat during the summertime, right? And we could basically rank all of those. Like, I'm sure we could find some that are like 20, 30 different foods. And we could power rank them against each other. I'm sure there'd be a big debate about what's better, what's worse, what category to put them in. We haven't done it.
But that's subjective. That's a dumb tier maker in my opinion, because that's incredibly subjective. Everyone has different fucking tastes.
Tier makers since Christmas. I actually really like doing tier makers. I think that they're fun and they get everyone excited. Everyone's interacting, talking in the chat about it, trying to, like, you know, vie for position in these rankings. So I really like doing them, but we just haven't had a real reason to do one or an opportunity to really do anything pertinent in a while. This could be a good way to do something for variety. Okay, so we got the Nintendo challenge runs, we got the tier maker, gameplay, whatever you guys would want. Some people have already said, can we do some Stardew Valley during that stream? I don't see why not. Stardew Valley has been one of the great chill streams we've been doing, and I'd be totally down for that. In addition, maybe, you know, some Street Fighter that day. Because the thing is, I'm probably gonna be drinking that day. I don't know what I would be drinking, maybe a few beers, maybe something else. But since I'd be drinking, I definitely wouldn't want to do ranked gameplay and throw off all of my performance, but maybe we could just do some casual play in Street Fighter with various characters that day or something like that.
That doesn't seem very entertaining. Also, why? Phil, you're the one that fucking freaked out to watch your fucking chat, who complained that you're only playing casual, and you said, oh, it doesn't matter. There's no stakes involved. And here's Phil terrified to fucking play ranked now because all of a sudden there is stakes involved and there is things on the fucking line. Only Iced Coffee has gifted Phil Burnell 20 memberships. And yeah, that will not be an Argentinian style one. That will be the true OIC, I imagine.
So that's now, you know, so basically nothing too serious. It would be kind of just fun stuff, a laid back stream, no pressure to have to do anything set or anything, but instead, hey, you want to do this right now? You want to swap over to this? You want to do this? And that's kind of the attitude it would be. Also, there'd definitely be food. What would the food be? I don't know yet. You know, we're not that far yet, but you know, think about whether my wife wants to cook that day, or maybe I order out. And like I said, since we're talking summertime foods, maybe I would order from like a barbecue joint out here and get some barbecue restaurant food to eat during the event,
Who
right?
fucking cares? Who
So stuff like that.
fucking cares?
So
Who
we'll see.
fucking cares?
But that's kind of the ideas
Who
that I'm
fucking
having
cares?
for the digital
Who
summer party.
fucking
Now, if you guys
cares?
have any other ideas in regards to the digital summer party, I'm totally open. Like for example, hold on a second.
Who fucking cares?
OP Boone had done a post. He says, well, if the digital summer party continues with the ideas that you're talking about, you do something silly. Like instead of putting on gunner glasses that day, you could buy some cheap swimmer's goggles and put them on, or a swimmer's cap, like, you know, instead of a hat, and maybe get some floaties to wear instead of a vest or something like that. And the thing is, like, I'd be okay with that. And if you guys wanted that, I would totally do it. But I don't necessarily foresee people being like, oh, I want to see Phil in floaties, so let me contribute to the stream today. You know what I mean? Like that would maybe be something that I just do to be silly, but I'm not necessarily going to do it because I think anyone cares about me dressing up in floaties for this event. It's just get a laugh out of it, right? You know, get a pool noodle and wiggle it around on stream or something. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'll think about it.
He is super desperate to understand what the fucking dentheads will throw him the most money for. Like fucking Phil in some sort of bathing costume. Fuck off.
I'll definitely think about it, but
Didn't he fucking criticise the idea of fucking wearing floaties yesterday? Or the day before? Like, he mocked that idea completely and said it was dumb as fucking he wasn't going to do that all fucking day or whatever. And all of a sudden, it's an OP Boone's like, hey, Phil, maybe a good idea. And Phil's like, oh, you might be right all of a sudden.
But anyway, so if you guys have any ideas, right, of things for this event, let me know. By the way, the poll for the date is incredibly close. It was July the entire time. Now August is winning by like 1%. So I guess the date doesn't really matter. There's no giant opinion here on when to do it. So I guess it's not a big deal. Either week would probably work, I guess. And I'm down for either. It doesn't matter to me. Floaties now. Do the floaties right now. Let me go get some floaties. A Speedo. There you go. Oh, no shirt. Just a Speedo. Very tight swimming underwears, right? And floaties and a swimmer's cap and goggles. And it'll be me sitting here all day in the office looking like that. That sounds like a...
So yeah, you know, fun fact, Phil Burnell actually does own a pair of Speedos, but the S fell off. So he gets some strange looks.
Great idea. Yes, what a heck of a digital summer party. Now that sounds like something some other content creators would be doing, right? And they probably already have. So, anyway, I mean, if we're going there, you might as well do the full Monty. I might as well get the inflatable pool, fill it up with Jello, jump in there and ride the pickle rick, right? I might as well go full on what people really want. I'm not going to do that, but you understand what I'm saying, right? Okay.
That's funny. Dixon laugh.
Oh my god. And the sad fact is, I joke, but there's tons of people who've actually done that to make money on stream. That's just think about how disgusting.
Phil, you literally fucking dress up like some sort of fucking Ken doll. You know, the things that you've done. Hold on. Phil Burnell has filmed himself showering on 2 separate occasions, I believe, for his content. I don't want to hear Phil Burnell complain about the fucking things that other content creators are doing for money when he has literally filmed himself showering 2 separate times for money.
The whole fucking stream culture is that this has actually happened, and people have paid people thousands and thousands of dollars for that content. I mean, ugh. Anyway, okay. Oh, you ride the what? The inflatable pickle rick. Haven't you seen it, Jay Stan? It's very infamous among a certain group of streamers. Trust me. Not that I would know, but it's all over. It was all over social media that year when it was like the big meme. So, anyway.
Oh, I love how Phil tried to backtrack. I was like, what are you talking? What content are you talking about, Phil? And Phil's like, I wouldn't know this. Honey, I promise you I've not watched these things. I saw other people talk about it on social media. I have no idea what it is or even where to go to find it. Fucking virgin.
That's true. Andrew says, Why not go through the Steam sale and try out a cheap game or two during the event? We could do that. But the thing is, I would maybe prefer to do that ahead of time, and the games are already selected, so we could just try them, as opposed to me jumping into the Steam store in the middle of the stream, and what if we don't find anything good quick, and now it feels like it's wasting time, right? But I'm down for that too. The Steam Summer Sale's over on the 11th. I don't even have a chance to look at it before the 11th. We got a whole week coming up here.
I mean, Phil, you have time. Just look fucking now. Or after the stream, or on your fucking break, or look in the morning before you go live, because apparently Phil Burnell is in this fucking dirty little office of his a whole hour before he's due to go live, preparing things and setting things up. The strange, bizarre narrative he has fed other people and his audience is that he's in there a whole hour before he's due to go live, getting things ready. So why can you not just fucking look things up then, before he goes live? Again, we all fucking know Phil Burnell is not actually in his fucking office an hour before stream. More like fucking 10 seconds before going live.
Oh my god, excuse me. Anyway. Alright, so far, alright, basically we know what we're kind of going to do. We're going to probably do some Nintendo World Championships, maybe a tier maker, some food and booze, maybe some chill Stardew, maybe a little bit of Street Fighter, and maybe we'll find a couple cheaper or inexpensive games, that we could play during the event. It's gonna be a laid back event. It's not gonna be a super serious one. It's not like we have to do all these set things. Here's the one thing that now it's just hitting my mind now, and I'm kind of like, oh yeah, I'm actually thinking we should do it on the 27th of July, and there's a distinct reason why. Okay, if you remember, I'm going to be doing my migration from my old PC to my wife's PC.
Oh god, the great migration of 2024.
Around this time period, okay? And I'm thinking I would much rather do the marathon and then work on the migration, rather than work on the migration and then something goes wrong that delays my ability to stream, and now I have the pressure of playing catch up while I also have to still do this marathon that I promised, right? I almost feel like I would like to get the marathon done first, so that way it's done, it's set, everyone had a good time, and then if I go to migrate to the new PC and I have difficulties and it hampers me from streaming for a day or two, at the very least, that won't screw over the event. It's already happened, okay? So now that I'm actually thinking about this, I think it makes more sense to do it on July 27th. It is Saturday, July 27th, correct? Now that I'm saying this a million times? Yes. Okay, I think that's what we will do. I think that is exactly what we will do. That makes more sense. And then when it's done, now the next big thing is working on this migration. I'll probably get my wife's PC moved from her room to this room, get it set up with my setup here, get it up and running, so that I can, I can log in easily, or I don't need to log in anymore on Windows.
Who fucking cares?
Get all the programs set, and then basically I have to do this giant migration of all the content that I use on this PC daily. All the different borders, all the different animations, all that stuff has to be moved over, and then I have to have all this OBS stuff switched and changed. Which I'm working on already. I'm backing it up. It's just a matter of I have to migrate all the files over and then map all the locations where the files are. It's going to take hours to do that. And then I want to get new stuff set up on that PC. For example, I have a Stream Deck that I had for years donated by a fan, and it doesn't work on my current PC, but it will work on the new one. So I'll be able to have a Stream Deck set up, and I can press buttons and have sound effects play, have animations play, different things that I can do. Scene transitions just by pressing buttons. Rather than me have to click through 17 things or whatever, it would be pretty neat to do that.
Anybody care what this guy thinks?
No!
Fuck you, Phil.
So I'm pretty excited for it. The PC should run better. I should no longer have giant annoying fan noises. No failing hard drive with corrupted files. There's a possibility that perhaps my content quality may go up a bit. I may be able to actually capture at 1440p and stream at true 1440p. Right now it says 1440p, but it's just upscaled 1080p. But I may actually be able to do even more increased quality in my videos. We'll see what happens here. But yeah, so okay, so this is good. Today we got a lot of stuff out of the way. So the DSP's DSP 2.0, right, will be held on Saturday, July 27th. It'll be a day-long marathon. There'll be food and booze, maybe some challenge runs in Nintendo games, probably a tier maker, maybe some chill content like Stardew, maybe a little bit of Street Fighter, and maybe we'll do some quick, cheap and interesting Steam games that day. And it will be right before I plan my migration to the new PC. That way it's done, and we don't have to worry about, oh no, now the marathon gets delayed because the migration screwed everything up or anything like that. Okay, good. This is good. I'm glad we talked all this out today. This is very good. So cool. All right, now I can actually start advertising it. I can start posting it up on my schedule and everything, so people now know when it will be. And I want to thank everyone here for helping me with these ideas. And by the way, please continue to send me your ideas. This is not just, oh, that's it, it's set in stone. We have 20 days to figure out what we want to do during this marathon. Okay, so please share. Any feedback is greatly appreciated. Right? Sound good?
No.
Come the fuck in or fuck the fuck off.
Jeez. Thank you very much, Faraviga, for popping that 9-month Bingo Baddies membership message. And they're saying, why does he have sausages on the grill in that picture? Is Phil trying to tell us something? He is misleading everyone with the most clickbaity image possible. Not only is he recycling last year's thumbnail and event name for his current event coming up, whatever, but everything in that thumbnail, if we go back so here we go. Let me go fill the screen. if you observe everything on this fucking thumbnail thing here, you'll see Phil Burnell is apparently outside using the grill, surrounded by people that seem to not mind his fucking existence, and he's smiling. All 4 of these things will not happen during Phil's actual event. He won't be outside, he won't be making food, he won't be using a grill, he won't be surrounded by other fucking people, he won't be smiling. No. So everything in this thumbnail is literally a lie about what people can actually expect from his crappy summer event. And I was trying to avoid Aviga's implying that, yeah, as I knew what Aviga was trying to imply, but I tried to steer it the other way. But Aviga just went fucking the direct route and just said what he actually wanted to say. Yeah. I was trying to be subtle and kind of go around it a wee bit, but Aviga's like, no, I'm going to make sure my point's known and what I meant. I'm going to make sure everybody in the chat knows what I meant. Phil loves fucking having sausages down his fucking gullet. As many as possible at one time. Oh, as many kinds and variations as well, apart from Asians. Jeez, anyway, let's get on with Bingo.
People now know when it will be. And I want to thank everyone here for helping me with these ideas. And by the way, please continue to send me your ideas. This is not just, oh, that's it, it's set in stone. We have 20 days to figure out what we want to do during this marathon. Okay, so please share. Any feedback is greatly appreciated, right? Sound good?
Nope.
Okay. I'm just checking to see what people were saying in stream chat, that's all. All right, well, folks, that's all I got for today. Like I said, this is a way more laid-back podcast. I didn't have anything super important to talk about, so I'll do shout-outs, and we'll do some Q&A, and we'll see where the stream takes us. First shout-out of the day is from YSusha116. We did a super chat and says, I enjoy Elden Ring for challenge and monster designs. I don't really care about the story. And that's fine. If that's what you like about Elden Ring, more power to you. You're welcome to enjoy what you like about the game, play the game how you want. I think that's the point I'm making, is everything is acceptable in Elden Ring. I mean, hell, yes, even Ash summons. If you wanted to summon Mimic Tier again just to beat the whole DLC, you could do that too. No one is allowed to tell you that the way you're playing this DLC is wrong. At the same time, you want to be sure that you're enjoying yourself, and that, if you're trying to play the game for an audience, that your audience is enjoying yourself. And the point I'm making here is there's a difference between saying, hey, we want to see you do all this content, or hey, we want to see you do it in a specific way so you suffer. I don't care.
Well, if you're always telling people how Street Fighter 6 should be played, you can't have one rule for one game and a different rule for the other fucking game. Let people play the game how they fucking want to play, whether it's fucking Elden Ring or Street Fighter 6.
About people who want me to suffer. I do not. All right? If you feel that my run in Elden Ring is not valid because you have this weird entitled opinion of how exactly it should be played, then you can go play it yourself that way. That's fine. You could skip the rest of my Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree playthrough. Really. I don't really care. All right? If there's a story-specific summon that needs to happen, I will do it so I get the story. That's what I bought it for. I didn't buy it just to turbo through it, ignoring half the content that they wrote for it. I mean, why would I do that? But again, some people actually ask me to do that in modern games too. You're taking too long. Why are you taking so long to play this game? Because I'm enjoying story elements that are in the game. I want to take my time and enjoy what I paid for. Oh, no, you should be rushing through. Don't you understand? No, I don't. I don't understand your weird, really entitled mentality that everything should be instant gratification. You should get it all your way all the time. Like everything in the world is Burger King, right? You order everything a la carte exactly how you want. No, that's...
Wait, hold on. Did Phil just say... Hold on. Did he say the buzzword for center square? Let me know.
Why would I do that? But again, some people actually ask me to do that in modern games too. You're taking too long. Why are you taking so long to play this game? Because I'm enjoying story elements that are in the game. I want to take my time and enjoy what I paid for. Oh, no, you should be rushing through. Don't you understand? No, I don't. I don't understand your weird, really entitled mentality that everything should be instant gratification.
Hooray! He said the thing.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
Oh, I was like, I can't mind who it was that suggested it on Friday, but big ups to whoever it was on Friday for suggesting that to center square today. Phil said it today. I'm still in two minds whether we should keep, actually, this one down here.
Burger.
Actually, this was a center square, but Phil says it all the time, so we got it in the normal rotation. Would instant gratification work for Phil saying it all the time? Because I do fear he's not going to use this phrase a lot longer. Like, I could add it to the main rotation of other bingoisms and add it to the rest of the list or whatever, but I feel like he is not going to use this wording once he's done with Elden Ring.
You should get it all your way all the time. Like everything in the world is Burger King, right? You order everything a la carte exactly how you want. No, that's not how the world works.
Burger.
I guess some people literally just wanted me to rush through this. Because people were saying, oh, we hate when you explore. You hate when I explore a game based on exploration.
Oh, you complained about exploring as well. You dumb bastard.
Real. Elton, how much of a lore head are you? You watch Vati Vidya or other lore YouTubers? I've watched some of the Zuli the Witch videos. I've watched this guy, I think his name is Illusory Walls. I've watched some of his. I do find it fascinating after the fact, like stuff that I didn't get, to actually watch those videos. Like, for example, I figured out in Elden Ring why is Godwin's face all over the place. Like, I didn't really understand that, and I watched a couple lore videos that explained that. I was like, oh, that's kind of a neat thing, you know? Yeah, so I do watch some of the lore stuff for FromSoft games. Yes, I do. I'm not heavily into it where I watch it all and I'm studiously studying everything, but I think you can tell, right, that when I'm playing these games and I'm reading the item descriptions and I'm like, oh, like yesterday with the finger stuff, when finally it was revealed the lore of the fingers that wasn't present in the base Elden Ring game, but now you get your answers, that genuinely piqued my interest and I was very engaged and excited to finally get those answers, you know? I do care about that stuff. It's part of the game, you know? It's annoying that it's so cryptic that you really have to do secret missions and read item descriptions to get the lore, but that's how FromSoft does it, right? So you just have to kind of accept that if you want to keep playing their games, and I am actually enjoying the lore. So there you go. Let's see here. Bloomkit did a super chat. Would you react to game reviews on DSP Reacts? Well, yes, except DSP Reacts, if you mean the clip show, DSP versus the internet, is based on clips, not on giant reviews. So if you submit like a 20, 30-minute review, I'm never going to watch the whole review. It's a 3-hour show. We have to get through a bunch of clips. So it probably doesn't really fit the format very well, unless it's a very short review. But we've done Video Game Donkey reviews on the show, because these are short, right? Sniper No Sniper says your fans will deserve the Halloween marathon costume. Yeah, during Halloween. Like, actually, I'm a little, let me put it this way. This year for Halloween, I'm actually a little relaxed. Reason being, I don't have to get a costume this year. I have a great costume from last year that I didn't get to wear because I caught COVID. So now I will have the costume ready to go. It's a really awesome costume. In fact, I'll say it's probably the most crazy, over-the-top, all-out costume I've ever had. All right? I think you will like it a lot, and you'll get it during the Halloween marathon this year. Jay Stan says, yeah, we don't want to see you sell puzzles. Just turbo through Riven. Yes. Skip all the puzzles in Riven. Just look at online for guide answers, right? When I get to that Steam puzzle at the beginning of the game, just solve it immediately with no knowledge of how. Just solve it. Boom, 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 done. Get right to the end of the game. That's great. Let's see here. So Loca says, I'm loving your Stardew videos. I've been binging them. Looking forward to catching one live. Sounds good. Tuesday night will be the next Stardew live stream. What's up, Game Boy? How are you? Good. Welcome to the stream.
What's up with that bizarre thumbs up? Hold on.
Looking forward to catching one live. Sounds.
Why? Why has he got his fingers interlocked? It's like when he wants to give a thumbs up. It's not really a thumbs up then, is it? If you're not fucking... That's not a thumbs up. All you're doing is raising your thumbs, but... Jesus. It's a... Oh my god. It's the ultimate form. The prayer thumbs up. He's combined the prayer hands and a thumbs up to fucking positively ask and pray for fucking support for begging. Oh my god, he's fucking combined two things. Oh boy, hold on, give me a second here. Wait, let me see. Let's see. Can we do this, do that, and I think. Let's see. Hopefully, this turns into a good little kind of thumbnail style image. Our third one of the day. There we go. It's worked out quite well indeed. Let me just throw that in the members Discord. What the fuck? Tacozilla has combined. Why, Tacozilla? Why? 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 So this is the Queen of England. Rest her ancient soul. You know, she's gone now. You know, old age caught up with her. And I don't know the best way to word that. She fucking died, and then fucking Phil's face is on the Queen's, you know, angry face. So yeah. No wonder fucking. I mean, Jesus Christ, this is horrifying to look at. Why? Oh my god. Jesus, man. But yeah. Anyway, hold on. Jesus Christ. Right, okay. Let's just escape that horror and get back to the bingo, shall we? Cheers for that, Tacozilla, for that trauma.
It's good. Tuesday night will be the next Stardew live stream. What's up, Game Boy? How are you? Good. Welcome to the stream. What's up, Double M? Elden Ring went well yesterday. I just did an entire segment of the show on it, so just rewind the podcast and you'll find out what happened. It was a pretty good one. Okay, so before we get into full Q&A, I just want to say, guys.
Segment. We are getting the big mints. Oh, this is where Phil will say goal. Also, actually, this is bad. I didn't realise that Phil's had no tips at all so far. We need him to get $15+ in tips or a bingo card. We should be hoping it'll be all tons up.
Thank you for being an awesome audience. Thank you for supporting my content in all of its forms, right? Because I have 3 different channels. Today, particularly, the way that it works is we're going to do this podcast, and then we're going to go over to the React show, DSP versus the Internet, my clip show. But any contributions towards the stream still count for that show. So as you know, I have a goal of $50 per stream that I try to raise.
Hooray, Phil said go, it's another bingo.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning. All right, by the end of the stream, if we get any tips now, they will count towards that stream and carry over to the next. So the rewards and everything will stay the same, okay? It'll be great. If you like the content, please support it. And any contributions now would really help the React show. So thank you in advance to anyone who contributes in some way. And now let's just open it up to Q&A. If you guys want to talk, please tag me in the chat, because I don't really have anything else to shout out right now. No tips or anything have come in as of yet.
We are 20 minutes behind live DSP.
Dang Dan got timed out by Nightbot because he accidentally put a period in his sentence and they thought it was a link. But I saw what he said. He said, did you see anyone else play the Elden Ring DLC? When it first came out 2 weeks ago, I played for about 2 days, 3 days. And then we watched someone basically play like the first 2 hours. So basically they did the first open world area. And then they went to the first dungeon and they beat the first dungeon. But this was after I had already beaten it. I had already beaten that Dancing Lion boss. Then we watched someone beat it. And that's where we ended. Like, we never actually resumed watching them again. So I don't know if we ever will. Like, I would like to, but my wife hasn't been too into it. She's like, oh, it's just more of the same. And I was like, yeah, Shadow of the Erdtree is basically more base Elden Ring, just with more, different dungeons and bosses, but it is pretty similar. And she was like, nah. She thought it was going to hopefully be a lot of different stuff, and it's not. Enemies, a lot of reused assets, and she's not too impressed. So I don't know if we're going to go back and watch it again. Now, I always only watch stuff after I've beaten it myself. I never watch someone else play a game before I do, because I always want to have a honest first-time reaction to when I play. Gameboy says, I like the way that you're playing Elden
Why don't you back it up with a source? My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Ring, because when you have fun, it comes through on the streams and it makes it fun for us. Thank you for that feedback. I appreciate that. Plumber who fixes leaks says, can we get a dexterity build for the next area of the DLC? Well, the dex build would have to be certain kinds of weapons. Like, I just got a katana. Literally, last thing. Right? Literally. Last thing I did was I got a katana that's a knight katana. That is like I think it's supposed to be some kind of a unique build. Yeah. By the way, guys, those are fake. I'm gonna get rid of them right now. I'm an idiot.
Oh, the only iced coffee member bomb was fake. How does Phil know that? Hold on. It was a 20 member bomb from some user called Only Iced Coffee. How can Phil... I don't understand how Phil is aware it's fake. I mean, how does... I'm sorry, but how... Oh, guy with long hair is saying he checked the channel, I guess. I didn't even know you could actually do that on the fly. But, by the way, in case people missed the start of the stream, 2.5 hours before Phil was due to start his stream, a user called DSP Reacts gifted 50 members to DSP Gaming. Nobody's brought it up yet in his chat, at least not when Phil's here. So I wonder if Phil's going to address that.
There we go. Those are fake. I know some people thought those were real. No, those are fake. Sorry about that. Anyway, so yeah, I just got a katana. That's like a darkness knight katana that I guess is a unique one for the DLC. There's been a few different decks.
Oh god, more fake member bombs. Fat Cat has diabetes. Ozempic tip goal in effect has gifted Phil 50 memberships. Soon Phil's on his break right now, perhaps. Well, actually, you can't really tell because.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Okay, it's gone now. It got lean now, so yeah, a whole bunch of memberships got gifted, but now they're gone. Thank you very much to Kel Denson for the super chat, who says, Nightbot doing damn near doing leaning bans. Nobody is safe in his chat from entering ban worlds. Yeah, damn Dan, or whatever his fucking den-headed name is, fucking got leaned by Nightbot just because he accidentally fucking posted a link because I had a fucking full stop in the wrong spot. Jesus, man. Phil should be embracing all these fucking member bombs. He gets to add so many more emotes.
I've noticed a lot of the weapons are bleed build from the DLC. They all say blood loss build up. And I was like, I thought that people had said that basically, like, they didn't like the blood loss build up because it's kind of cheap. So it's a little weird that there's so many blood loss build up weapons in the DLC. But anyway, if anyone is interested in seeing me do a Dex style build, I'm not against it. I would just need to know, what kind of weapon you guys would be interested in seeing me use and what kind of build it would be. Like, what are the Dex builds for the DLC? I don't know. But I would want to use DLC weapons. I don't want to do a Dex build using weapons from the base game. What's the point? The whole point is to use new things from the DLC, right? Like, no exaggeration, I've already used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 6, if not 7 new weapons during this DLC run, right? So, I mean, that's my whole point, is to use all new stuff. I don't want to go back and use the old shit. So. How would I respec? You have these things, excuse me, these things called larval tears you find during the base game. And you go back to Renala.
Was that a voice crack? Was that a voice crack, ladies and gentlemen?
Spec, you have these things, excuse me, these things
I'll let you guys determine. Was that a voice crack or not?
called larval tears you find during the base game. And you go back to Renala, who is the boss at the academy, and she respecs you so you can improve all your levels and different things. Yep.
People are saying no, it was not a voice crack. Okay, we'll leave it unticked then. Let's recap. We need one more snort. We need one more snort for a free space. And he might say boss some more times. We have right now, as things stand, 4 free spaces. 3 from him saying boss a whole bunch, and we have 1 space from yesterday's the Track Dream stream when they got 100 likes, so we get a free space from that. So we have 4 free spaces as things stand, which means as things are, we're 3 away from a full house. Remember guys, 100 likes on this bingo stream gives us a free space as well. So really we're a snort away and 100 likes away from being 1 away from a full house. Just think about that.
Dabian says, no spoilers, I think you'll need a Dex or faster build for last boss mobile. Now, I'll probably just be able to smash it, just saying. It certainly seems like certain builds are meant to beat the DLC. It seems like the counter build works on certain bosses but not others, but certain bosses it just negates. Like, it's melted that golden hippo boss. That boss didn't know what to do. It just got slammed and destroyed. But then I couldn't use the dual hammers. Excuse me. I couldn't use the guard counter on the Scottish Tree Guardian. It just didn't work at all. So then I had to go with a different build and I beat him. You know what I mean? Now dual hammers seem to be crushing everything. I don't know. We'll see. The good news is I'm versatile right now.
Just like that, we're 1 more boss away from a free space. He has said boss 39 times so far.
So now, when you start reading them, you start looking at it, and it doesn't make any sense why he's even...
Jasper's good. Thanks for asking, Dark Souls Master. He's hanging out with Cat.
And it's not even coherent.
Why is that big beefy bitch not working?
Like, if he's been drinking and texting.
Did she see Phil get confused there with like the light in his room? Like, it's like, did a corner demon, you know, flutter past the window there?
Jasper's good. Thanks for asking, Dark Souls Master. He's hanging out with
Look
Cat.
what happens to Phil when it's like the light in his room and it flicks. Yeah, like, there's a flicker. So that's in his room. Like, if you rewind. I'm kind of curious here. Like the light just goes all weird all of a sudden. The corner demon flutters by. And Phil's like, oh no, it's a corner demon. Whatever will I do? I think I'll just ignore it. Jesus, man. That was odd. Yeah, Phil's maybe Phil's got his AC on way too much and it's fucking, you know, siphoning off all the fucking electricity in the power grid. They'll be fucking rolling blackouts in Renton because Phil Burnell has AC running 24/7. So it's all his fault that Renton has no power left to fucking power anything else.
All right. Anything else you guys want to chat about? What else is on your mind before we adjourn and we get over to the DSP Reacts channel?
Who fucking cares?
I mean, that's fine. Honeybun says, no offense, the last boss will hand your ass to you. I mean,
Sorry.
Okay, well, Phil has said boss 40 times. That's 4 free spaces on its own right fucking there. Which means we are 3 away from a full house as things stand.
need to stretch right now. I need more oxygen in my blood, apparently.
Also, I'm wrong. We are 2 away because of the tractor beam free space as well. 4 free spaces alone from him saying boss, and 1 more from the tractor beam yesterday. Because, you know, they decided that.
I mean, if this is truly the last piece of content for Elden Ring, at least Elden Ring 1, then let them have the final boss be the hardest boss ever, you know? Let this be the true last hurrah for this franchise until they make a sequel, which I feel they will because the game sold so well and made so much money. It'd be pretty stupid to not make an official sequel, right? Crackerjack says, finally back. I went to Park City for the 4th. I can't find where to vote. Is it on your homepage? Where to vote on what, Crackerjack? I don't know what we're voting on. What do you mean? There was a poll in the chat earlier for the date of the marathon, but we've already determined the marathon will be July 27th because that'll give me the opportunity to do the PC migration right after. Sounds good, Dark Souls Master. You don't have to tell me about that, but that's cool. I'm happy to hear that. Thank you.
Is that him mocking his chat, or is he just... To be fair, Phil said that in a slightly... I wouldn't say that was mocking, you know? I mean, if he saw somebody share too much information or whatever in an aspect, That's actually not a bad way of responding to that. Nah, I'm not going to call that mocking chat.
November 4th is months away. Who said November 4th? What is going on?
Isn't that the date of the American elections to determine a president? Or am I misremembering my important dates?
November 4th? Huh? Did I say November 4th? If I did, I didn't mean to say that. Who said November 4th? Who's talking about November? I'll be gone till November. I'll be gone till November.
Shut up, bitch!
Yes, so we determined the digital summer party will be a marathon held on Saturday, July 27th. It'll be an all-day event. Reason being, once that's done, then I can work on migrating my PC from my current one to my wife's, which is needed. Mine is at its last legs here. Its life is ending 10 years being used. Because what I said was, if we did the marathon after, now what if I'm migrating and we have some issues, and now this is delaying all my streams because a couple of days things are screwed up. Now imagine that I have pressure that I'm supposed to be doing this marathon, but I'm already behind. I'd rather do the marathon first, get the marathon done with, so that everyone's happy with it, and then take on the task of trying to do this migration over.
Who fucking cares?
What is one thing I wished I knew about Stardew Valley that I had to learn the hard way? I don't think, with Stardew Valley, I don't think there's anything in the game that's like, oh man, I really wish I had known that up front. It's just, there's a lot to learn. Like, every single stream I play that game, it's like, there's tons going on, and I just feel like I'm really always learning 10, 12 things in one stream, and I just hope that I can remember it for the next stream. At this point now, on any given day, I need to water my crops, harvest my crops, interact with my cat, water for my cat's bowl, interact with all of the chickens, feed the chickens, harvest the chickens' eggs if they lay them. That's just the beginning. Then I gotta see, what's the weather? If the weather's good, then I gotta go do certain things. If the weather's bad, then I go fishing, right? Do I want to mine? What's my luck for the day? That's another thing you have to micromanage your luck. So now, should I go do the geodes? Should I go do this? There's just a lot of shit every day to micromanage. And that's fine if you're remembering everything and you're into a routine. But if you, like, I don't play it every day. So being away from it for like 3 days at a time and you come back, you're like, oh crap, what's my routine? What am I supposed to be doing here? What's even our focus for today? I forgot. And then it takes you a little bit to catch up, but it's fine. It's fine for that. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with that.
Who fucking
How do my marathons
cares?
work? So my marathons start usual time. Like the stream will go on around 10:45. We'll do a podcast first, and then typically that stream will run all the way to like 8 p.m. So it's basically like a 9 to 10 hour long straight stream that never gets interrupted. I mean, yes, there'll be brief breaks for me to use the bathroom or to go grab the food.
What do you mean never gets interrupted? You usually fucking vanish for like fucking 30 minutes sometimes or an hour just to fucking get your food or whatever crap. It never gets fucking interrupted. Apart from the multiple fucking breaks. I'm going away for 20 minutes having a fucking quick piss. 3 champions pool. I'm going away for like 30 minutes fucking making sure the food's okay and making sure a cat doesn't eat it all so I got something to show and fucking eat and stream. Oh Jesus, I mean, Brian, an interesting question. Do you think Phil forgot how to perform his tasks at work after every single fucking damn weekend? Yes. Yes, and that's probably why I was fucking fired.
As it arrives or whatever. For the most part, just constant content here on the channel. As opposed to today, I do 2 separate streams, right? In this case, I actually do 3 separate streams. One for the podcast, one for the react show, one for the throwback show. But instead, it's all one place, one ongoing long stream all day, all the content in a row.
Who fucking cares?
Okay. Oh, an anonymous tipper tipped $1. It says it seems like Cheetah Man may be making an election joke. November 4th equals elections. Are you looking forward to today's react and the summer marathon? Oh, that went over my head. I didn't even realize that was an election joke Cheetah Man made. I was like, who's talking about November? What are you talking about? Of course I'm excited. Like I said, I like that today. I get to break up my content. It's good because otherwise, let's be honest, I have 2 main games going on right now, right? Elden Ring and Street Fighter 6. I have 2 chill games going on, Stardew Valley and Riven. If I just alternate between those, back and forth, it'll get stale. Having a day to interrupt that, break it up a little bit for variety is a great thing, and it allows me to step away from the more stressful gameplay for a day and just have a more relaxed day with all of you. I really enjoy that.
Why do I, a random Scottish person who had nothing to do with fucking American politics whatsoever, know the date of the US elections, but Phil Burnell, an American citizen, hoping to fucking celebrate his Americanness with a digital summer party to celebrate all things American in summer, not realise that?
Oh, okay. So people are asking about another stream with Brian doing like a lobby in Street Fighter 6. 100% it's on me. It's not Brian's fault whatsoever that we haven't done it. It's on me. Like what's happened is, if you haven't noticed, now I've got 2 late night chill streams going.
Brian's streaming right now, and as far as we're aware, he's not interested in doing anything with you. Like, I'm pretty sure Brian is streaming right now. Give me a second to actually, I'm going to derail myself. Just to fucking check. Like, I'm going to go on Twitch. I don't usually go on Twitch.
20 minutes, we might be...
Shut up, random. I don't want to click on your stream. Shush, go away. Fucking hold on. What's this? Fuck, hold on. I don't want to fucking see a shit. Hold on, fucking hell. What's his fucking Twitch name again? Is it like a top tier gamer? That what it is, top tier gamer. I think it is TTG, top tier gamer. I don't know if that's a stream or no. Top tier rated, that's what it is. I got it mostly right. Top tier rated is live right now. And I got an ad to fucking go through first. God damn you and your fucking ads. I have ad blocker on, I've got fucking ads running for fuck's sake. Yeah, but Brian's live right fucking now. On Twitch. So I'm just waiting for his ad to fucking 5 seconds left in this fucking shitey ad. The first descendant. We're gonna wait for that. Oh yeah, here's Brian playing. I might even unmute it for you.
One hand on right now. You scared me. Now
He's playing Street Fighter 6. He's playing as Ken. Oh, is he playing ranked mode of Ken? I don't think Phil would approve of that. But yeah, there you go. A bit top tier. He's streaming right now. If you guys fancy checking out Brian's Street Fighter 6 antics and content or whatever, then the link is in the chat if you guys want to check him out once we're done with Bingo or whatever. But he's streaming right now when Phil's streaming. And the last we heard was that he's not interested in doing anything else with Phil because of people like Derek. Oh, is he going to win? Is he going to win? No, it's not going to have to win, isn't it? No, let's just watch Brian kick some ass here with his Ken. Oh, wait a second. Oh, he blocked it and he punched him in the fucking face. Well done, Brian. On your cell, pal.
punch. That brother right.
Yeah, that punch Ken does is ridiculous.
Oh, he's actually playing with a friend. He's doing the thing that Phil wants to do with him. Brian's playing with his friend and having like custom matches back and forth, and they're talking back and forth and everything. That's the thing that Phil wants to do with him. He said he doesn't want to fucking do it with Phil anymore because Phil's known a good person to do that with. Oh, good stuff indeed. Anyway, enough of that. But yeah, Brian's playing right now with his friend. Phil would like to play with his friends, but Brian has nothing to do with it anymore, apparently.
Brian's fault whatsoever that we haven't done it. It's on me. Like, what's happened is, if you haven't noticed, now I've got 2 late night chill streams going. I've got 2 other streams going, and like, basically like life caught up with me, and I was like, shit, when am I supposed to do this? And I haven't found a time to do it yet. And that's on me. That's nothing to do with him whatsoever. You know, I've been talking behind the scenes back and forth with him for like 2 weeks about it. And
yes, Brian, the bosses stack. The free spaces stack. And boss is an official free space right now, so 42 bosses means 4 free spaces for bosses. These free spaces stack. So as things stand, we have 4 free spaces for boss and 1 free space for the Track the Beam stream from Saturday. So there we go. We've got 5 free spaces currently as things stand.
I just told him straight up, I was like, dude, it's not your fault. It's me getting so busy with all the stuff I'm doing. I haven't even had a thought in my head about doing a lobby with you, you know? And you take a look at what's going on right now with Street Fighter with Bison. Like, I'm doing good with Bison. I got him to Master. My first stream of Master went really well. So I want to focus on that and keep that going. You know what I mean? I don't want to now, oh, let's take time away from Street Fighter for a whole week to do casual play and then go back. No, I want to keep that momentum going. I want to stay in that mindset of playing Bison and getting better with him, you see? I think that's the only way I'm going to get better at this game. So that's on me. You don't have to, you know, nothing negative whatsoever about that guy. We've been talking. He beat the Elden Ring DLC already. So that's awesome that he did. And, you know, I know he's still playing Street Fighter and stuff. And I'm just, time has gotten away from me. Like, I was fully intending that, like, this week I would have done a lobby with Brian, but I just didn't get around to it, forgot about it, basically.
Isn't it kind of shit that I'm plugging Brian's streams? Now, Brian doesn't even know I fucking exist, alright? And here I am sharing the stream link to the chat for people to fucking check out if they so choose to do so. Well, Bornell's apparently his friend. And he's not bothering to even fucking hype up his current ongoing Street Fighter 6 stream. Like, Phil could fucking say, guys, if you don't want to see me fucking react to things today, how about you go to Brian's stream? He could have easily done that and fucking sent some viewers Brian's way so they can enjoy some gameplay of Brian playing Street Fighter 6. But Phil's not even going to bother mentioning that, is he? What an arsehole.
Fuck you and your friends. You're like absent-minded because I'm busy with everything else. Excuse me. Do I play games in my free time? I don't have time. Like, basically when I'm off stream, the whole point of me being a full-time streamer, right, is that all of the gameplay that I do, you see. If I need to grind in a game, you see it. You see my climb up the ranks of Street Fighter 6, and you see me learning fight by fight. Everything has been televised, right? Every part. Get it? So when I get off of these streams, the last thing that I want to do is play more games. Like I've sat here playing games, right? All day. The last thing I want to do is, oh, let me go do more of the same thing I just did all day. What would happen is I would get so burnt out on games, I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much, you know? Just think about that. Who goes to work, does what they do for work, comes home, and then continues to do that as a hobby at the same time? Like, huh? No, you want to diversify what you do. That way you're not getting burnt out or bored, correct?
The fuck would you know about work, you fucking hermit fucking job avoiding dick? You're the fucking one that avoids actual real fucking work and have done for over a fucking decade because you fucking refuse to accept responsibility for the consequences of your fucking actions. And you refuse to get a real fucking job because you fucking have an over expensive lifestyle which you fucking refuse to downsize. And you fucking refuse to accept that you need to fucking downsize. Instead, you got to fucking maintain a certain level of fucking income that your deadheads are fucking forced to fucking support you with.
So no, I don't play games often.
I don't know. Fucking this prick has spent almost $2 grand on WWE Champions this weekend alone, and he's fucking talking about fucking I've got no fucking time. I don't play games offline. Not shit, Phil. You do nothing but play fucking games. Are you not fucking playing on stream, playing your fucking Xbox or your fucking PS5 or your fucking mini PC? Then off stream, you're fucking on your fucking phone, playing that fucking ridiculous WWE Champions game all the goddamn fucking time. I'm fucking. I'm not letting that fucking slide. Let me just pull up one more time. Down from the rafters. WWE Champions time, baby. Phil, in the last 30 days, has had 1,546 battles. He has a 100% win rate in the last 30 days. He has won every single one of his battles in the past 15 days in WWE Champions. Mr. I Have No Time has had all these battles. Mr. I Have fucking No Time, if we go to TJ Gamebox's fucking Twitter, just to remind everyone, Mr. I Have No Time is #1 ranked right now on the leaderboard. It's just, I mean, just how much can he lie? It's unbelievable.
If anything, if my wife is playing a game, right, I'll sometimes watch her play, but I do not play off of there, and
oh, hold on. I missed the behind the scenes after I watched Brian. I'll go back for that. Hold on. But we can just catch up to where we were before. Hold on. Wait. I'm rewinding the wrong thing. Oh my god, I'm such a fucking dumb bastard. I'm such a dumb fucking bastard. I'm rewinding this stream right here, thinking that I'll eventually start seeing Brian's gameplay on this stream, but I'm only rewinding Phil's stream. If that makes sense. I'm so fucking dumb. I'm so fucking dumb. I'm pressing rewind on Phil stream thinking I'm going to get to fucking Brian's gameplay eventually. Oh, I can't believe I'm just fucking dumb. I am such a dumb bastard. Where was I?
Oh, you want it now? AI is great.
Whoa, I went too far then. We gotta go back, Marty.
Correct. So no, I don't play games off stream. If anything, if my wife is playing a game.
Okay, we're back to where I was. We're back to fucking where I was. Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm so fucking dumb. I'm so fucking dumb. You know what? Damn it. Jesus. Hold, I've got an idea. I have an idea. I have a cunning plan, as Baldrick would say. Not that I'm trying to doubt your claim that I missed behind the scenes, but I want to just confirm it. And the best way for me to confirm it, I think, would be to just go to my stream. You know? So give me a second here and I'll pull up my stream. And then hold on. Yeah, let me just pause myself and mute myself there. So, oh god, yeah, almost had a freaking infinite loop. Bingo within bingo, bingoception. So the Brian stream wouldn't have been that long ago. Yeah, right. Okay, right about here. Okay, and then blah 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 blah.
I just want you guys to understand that means the world.
So I don't think so. So I missed the behind the scenes here. I'm gonna shut up for a second and let's see past me and past Phil. Say it. Did. Anyway, I enough of that. But yeah, Brian's playing right now with his friend. Phil would like to play with his friends, but Brian has nothing to do with it anymore, apparently.
Brian's fault whatsoever that we haven't done it. It's on me. Like, what's happened is, if you haven't noticed, now I've got 2 late night chill streams going. I've got 2 other streams going, and like, basically like life caught up with me, and I was like, shit, when am I supposed to do this? And I haven't found a time to do it yet. And that's on me. That's nothing to do with him whatsoever. You know, I've been talking behind the scenes back and forth with him for like 2 weeks about it.
There it was. Behind the scenes was said. There we go. So I don't know who it was that brought up originally, you know, that I missed that, but big ups to you for spotting that. And thank you very much for keeping me right. There we go. We can tick off behind the scenes.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's
I
concerning.
can't mind exactly who it was, you know, but whoever it was, big ups to you for pointing out. I never mind going back and checking, you know. I mean, I'm also happy to fucking do that, you know. So there we go. Right. So what's the situation? The situation for the bingo is thus: we're one away from a full house. If Phil snorts one more time, we've got a full house. If Phil burps 4 more times, we've got a full house. If Phil does or says one of these things, we've got a full house.
Right? I'll sometimes watch her play.
Oh yeah, if we get 100 likes in the stream, we got a full house. Yeah, 100 likes, another free space, and that'll be it.
But I do not play off of there. And basically also, you know, we like to do other things. Like I said, we've been watching BattleBots. That's a fun show. We listen to music. We do all these other things, you know, that are not related to video games, which is a good thing. It keeps your mind clear.
It was so clear throughout yesterday that he's a fucking idiot. Yeah, I said it, Phil. I'm just being brutally honest. If you're doing some shit that I think is stupid,
okay.
I'm gonna call you out on it. I'm gonna tell you.
Anything else, guys?
You're being a fucking idiot. You're spending $1 on a freaking.
You want to hear more of my thoughts on adult topics that aren't political, like AI and energy? AI and energy. Really? Those 2 specific topics.
You shouldn't spend a cent. I'm sick of people that are just like, I'm a victim and using it to milk the people.
Oh, you want it now? AI is great. AI is the best thing ever. If AI could just do everything for us, then we could all become like the big blobulous people from the movie Wall-E. Did you ever see it? Like, that's my goal, is eventually in life to look just like the people in Wall-E. Okay, and then...
I mean, Cat's fucking achieved, I guess.
Energy is terrible. I hate energy. Because the more energy you have, the more things you have to do with that energy. If none of us had any energy, we could just sit around like blobulous people, like in the movie Wall-E. Did you ever see that movie? So energy's bad. AI is good.
That's funny. Dickens laugh.
So anyway, everything just ties back to the movie Wall-E. So I recommend you all see the movie Wall-E. Anyway, Spawn Killer did a $2 super chat and says, have you ever watched the old BattleBots? I did watch some of the old BattleBots back in the day. Back when, I think it was on either Sci-Fi Network or Spike TV or both. I can't remember. But I saw the old BattleBots. That's how I knew about it. And then when people had said on my streams that BattleBots existed, I was like, what? It exists now? Like, I thought that was like an old school thing. But now, you know, now it's back. They have this many seasons we're going through here. All right. The ones that I play are free to play or incredibly inexpensive. Like, you spend $1 here or there to make progress. This one's for all my baby girls. Yeah, I mean, that, gotcha. I love it.
By the way, Wall-E, great movie. Fantastic fucking movie. If you've never seen it, fucking recommend it. Just had to get that out there. Fantastic movie.
Yeah, Spike TV. They don't exist anymore, right? Spike TV? They don't exist anymore? I remember Spike TV. I remember when Spike TV launched and all the shit that was on there. I remember when Spike Lee tried to sue Spike TV, saying that because they named themselves Spike, that was like biting off of his intellectual property. And people would watch the channel because of him and not because of the channel. And he felt that was unfair, so he sued them. Take a wild guess if he won.
If only little Spike Dudley had got involved in that lawsuit, he may have had a chance.
It was on Comedy Central, was it? BattleBots? Oh. Sonya Blade says, June the King is covering your take on the film Cuties. Well, good for him, because let me tell you, that was a really important thing to cover. Super important. That.
Oh, where did that come from? Where did this come from? I mean, Phil, you defended it, and yeah, you had. I mean, God, this is good. Let me rewind this and let Phil cook. But this is gonna be tasty. I feel we might get a Mox chat here.
Sonya Blade says, June the King is covering your take on the film Cuties. Well, good for him, because let me tell you, that was a really important thing to cover. Super important. That I really just in-depth talked about it endlessly for months on end, and I never changed my stance on it whatsoever, correct? Even if that's true, it's such a stupid, innocuous thing. I don't give a shit. I just don't give a crap.
I wouldn't call that him mocking his chat. He's kind of mocking June for covering it, but that's not him mocking his chat. He's saying it's a fucking stupid asinine thing or whatever, but that's about the topic of conversation, not about that particular comment. Although it doesn't really matter. I mean, apparently we've got 100 likes. Do we have 100 likes? We have 100 likes. So guys, let's cover the free spaces, okay? Detractor Beam from Saturday.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
The boss bomb badge showing is a fucking plethora of bosses. Boss said 42 times, 4 spaces.
Burger. 5 in a row. That's concerning.
And finally, we got the free space for you guys liking the stream, 100 likes.
Full house. Oh boy, how exciting. Anyway.
So guys, thank you very much for liking the stream, 100 likes. Not only do we have a free space, not only is that my fucking full house as well, but you guys get to enjoy the Bubbles animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes. Remember, keep an eye on the bottom right for Jasper to do his thing. Welcome up, Jasper. Good cat. That is such a good fucking cat, and he's so good at aiming that fucking gun, even though he's not got fucking thumbs. Such a fucking talented cat. Right, guys, we have 100 likes and all that jazz, and we have a full house and everything else. We have added $25 to the bingo prize fund, so the bingo prize fund for July so far is now 275 buckaroos. And the best part is we get to fucking escape bingo. We're done, we're finished, we're done and clear and all that jazz. Hooray, let's have some otters. Look at all these delightfully wonderful otters swimming about in the Monterey Bay Aquarium. Looks like a beautiful day in Monterey Bay. And some random Amazon boxes been delivered to the otters. I wonder what they've been ordering. I don't know. But yeah, it was a fucking glorious day. And it's strange, it's actually a really nice day in Scotland as well, from where I am. I mean, it was raining a couple of times, not jazz, you know what I mean? But for the most part, it's been a really nice day. The sun's been out. I've had a very productive day, I'll tell you that. I mean, I kind of avoided this random fucking me narrative, you know, during the bingo. But yeah, for people that kept their eyes on Twitter and all that jazz, I was up early and in the gym early. You know, so yeah, and I went to the gym, I done a whole bunch of things. I done a leg press and I fucking killed myself in a leg press. There we go. But yeah, a very robust day. I went for a walk as well earlier on because it was a nice day. I went for a nice wee chill walk. One of my old little walking routes that I haven't been on for a good while. So yeah. But yeah, I've had a grand wee day. I've had a very nice relaxing. Well, it's been quite a chill Sunday. Even though I worked hard at the gym, it's been a chill Sunday. And the best part is we've rounded off the weekend. We've rounded off the Sunday with a full house bingo victory. So Van Dabby dozy stuff indeed. I'm happy as all can be for that. So yeah. Guys, thank you very much for joining me for some bingo antics and all that jazz. We will be back tomorrow with some more bingo antics, and hopefully Phil will not be as boring tomorrow as he was today, because by God, was he a boring bastard today. Those free spaces saved us. Him saying boss a whole bunch saved us. And but yeah, he was boring as all fucking sin today. He had nothing to talk about, nothing to cover, no gaming news, no DSP news or whatever. It was just basically, oh, I played games yesterday. Boss, 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 boss. And then digital summer party. That was essentially what I was looking at. Let's go to his live stream now. Let's go to his React crap. Let's go over to his React crap. Kitty cat. It's just like Jasper. For real. For real. He has not been given anything more than $1 so far. One singular $1 do. It's a weird state of affairs where I have as much in tips as Phil does for a stream. But there you go, Gwet fucks Phil. He's let's just get away from that and let's just go back to our delightful otters. Anyway, see you guys. I will be back tomorrow for some more bingo antics, but until then I do hope you all enjoy the rest of your weekend. Is anyone else live right now? Well, live redirect to somebody? Give me a second here to kind of study who's live. Because I think Atlas was live with Snood, wasn't he, at some point? I don't know if they're still live. They may be finished by now, I'm not entirely sure. No, Atlas Bookkeeper's live. He's doing a Sunday React with the Detractor Beam. I'm going to live redirect you guys to the Atlas Bookkeeper stream.
Oh my God! What's up?
Thank you very much to a lot of people for the super chat who says, can't have you on Phil's level. Super chats are not tips, but I'm not going to complain. Thank you very much for a very late contribution. You're very kind indeed. There we go. So anyway. So I'm going to live redirect you to Alice Bookkeeper's stream. I'll always feel like a dick to when I remind people that super chats and tips aren't the same thing. But the thing is, though, unlike Phil's stream, I'm happy to get anything. You know what I mean? Tips and so I mean, I personally prefer super chats because it's safer for the person given, you know, the YouTube side as well. Like, but whatever, you know, I'm not going to fucking complain. You know, unlike Phil, who's like, that's not the same. Whatever, guys. I'm going to wrap things up there. Where's our otters? Hold on. I'll just make sure I got a link to Alice's stream ready to go, so I can live with you there. Cool. And yeah, let's have some otters. Oh, they all kind of fucked off, apart from this one over here is kind of stuck in a corner doing loops. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow for some more bingo. Until then, enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Thank you very much for being here again, as I said, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. But until tomorrow, I'm off, and I'm going to end how I always end by playing Notorious PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pix Animations. So until tomorrow, guys, have a good one, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower? When you're showered in money. When you go outside, all of a sudden, greenbacks start falling from the sky. And you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money. Free. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.